All right, why don't we go ahead and get started? I have BK, Sumo, Pop Q2, and Sempra, and we're just going to talk about basically all the infinite flight shit again, maybe some kind of final thoughts if any of our opinions changed playing this past weekend, and I don't know, maybe a little bit kind of what to look forward to or kind of what we think is going to happen over the next 2 months. And at some point we'll probably take questions from chat, and yeah, so we can kind of hop in. So obviously this past weekend it wasn't a BTB only flight, but it was kind of the focus for many people since it was the first time we got to play Halo Infinite BTB. So why don't we kind of start there and kind of talk about we can kind of start like more broadly how you guys felt about BTB and Halo Infinite, and then we can kind of get into specifics as we go if anyone wants to take the lead.
To say the least, BTB was really fun.
I think it's the go-to way to enjoy Halo Infinite.
To each their own. But anyways, I had a lot of fun playing it. It was like, you know, that Ratatouille meme where the guy's eating that dish and then he like gives him flashbacks to when he was a kid eating it.
Vietnamese flashbacks.
Yeah, it was like that. It was giving me flashbacks. You know, I was like, oh my god, this is great. This is fun.
That's cool and all, but I think that the one map that they had, I don't know, it seemed kind of whack that we didn't get at least 3 maps to try out.
You thought we were gonna get 3 maps in the flight?
This map was an 8 out of 10 in my opinion.
No, this map's like a 6 or a 7.
You guys actually smell bad. Like
this is a
several days bad.
This is a classic 343 Metier map.
Yeah, it was fine.
You mock up a Infinite 12v12 BT map.
Okay, all their maps are so inoffensive, and okay, I'll give it props. It is a 3-lane
the loot
map
caves are not inoffensive, bro.
It's
you ever opened the door?
It's all these maps have so much cover. It's like they're afraid of a sight line. But
I think that was done on purpose here. That was 100% done on purpose.
Sand trap, and then the fucking guy that sits on the base all game, the sniper, just breathing down your neck.
Yeah, it feels like the pro team tells the map designer,
No.
I can see all this.
BK.
And then he's like, oh, I'll just throw more rocks.
No. Listen, man. If you put no cover on these maps,
the map would be horrendous.
You would get lasered by the BR in this game. It would not be enjoyable.
And it would just encourage fucking losers who just sit across the map and shoot people. Like, what do you want?
There has to be less cover, because how many fights do you guys have where you crack them and then they just run?
Very little. Just kill them better, dude. Kill them faster.
Just kill them.
Rash, what about you?
Just get better, dude.
I mean, so you definitely need the cover, because without it, this game would be very unenjoyable, because the guns are too easy. Well, some of the guns, like the BR, are too easy to use at long range, and there's plenty of BRs on the map, so it's not like people don't have them. It's not like in Halo 3 where the BR just becomes like a turd outside of like mid range. You would just get lasered if there was no cover. However,
CTF, as soon as you get it out of the base, it's a point.
However, with all the cover, it does almost make it feel like it's not 12v12. Like
Bill Freak said it right. Insane.
Oh yeah, I hate Blood Gulch. I've been on a tirade about how much I hate Blood Gulch for a very long time. no one agrees with me.
I was gonna say, I'm glad it had a lot of cover, because I don't want another Blood Gulch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone gets it.
I mean, imagine playing a lot of the Halo 3 BTB maps in this game. They wouldn't work very well because they're very open.
Can we agree? This is just Valhalla with a ton of rocks in the middle.
Other than being grassy, I don't see Valhalla at all.
No, it's 2 cannons, and it's
trees
very
and the
hilly.
grass and the rocks. No, it's just like Valhalla.
No, it totally is. It has the 2. Okay, the bases.
The 2 Forerunner bases from
the
Valhalla.
Toa agrees with you.
They're both in canyons.
All right, Chad agrees with you. They think it's Valhalla.
It's
Valhalla with a ton of cover.
Valhalla's evolved mega evolution.
This is Valhalla about as much as that one leaked map is Countdown.
With the fucking spaceship.
Yeah.
This is Countdown, guys. Look at the ship. Trust me.
Okay, but did you guys ever get turned around on this map when you spawn?
Fuck.
I did actually. Never. I did a little bit sometimes.
I think the arts, like if you spawn in Valhalla, you're like, all right, the down Pelican's here, the field's there, the ocean side's there. You spawn in on this map and you're like, well, there's like a big rock here. There's just no visual indicators of where you are. It's
You're
totally
blind.
samey.
You didn't play
Just
the map
look.
enough.
Just see. Just look with your eyes.
You
Like in
play the map
Val,
more.
if you're on Valorant, like the sights and everything look so totally different that if you drop someone in within a split second, they'd know where they are. You could not
Yeah,
do that in Infinite.
I agree. There weren't many like iconic point of
Oh
interest
God, he used the word.
on this map. Iconic.
Like oh shit, this is right loot cave. I know where I'm at.
I mean, there are the point of interest. They're just they're all samey. There's the loot caves on
Well,
each
yeah,
side. There's
it's
that
very
tunnel
samey.
thing in the middle, and there's the bases on each end. Those are kind of
If
like the
you're telling
main
me
the
there are
main
times where
points
you're
on the
walking
map.
down this map and you just got lost. So it's like, oh fuck, where am I?
Yeah. Well,
What
because
the
it does.
fuck?
It's not like you spawn in your base. You can kind of spawn in the middle sometimes.
You can spawn like toward the middle for sure.
Right.
But so how do you guys feel about like AR
BK,
sidekick starts in
Let's
BTB?
petition for 340 to add a RPG world map for you when you play this map.
I think it'll be
With the
very
flag as the quest
interesting.
objective.
Yeah. I think it'll be very interesting to see what they do with other BTB maps in this game, because I hope we get like a variety of map styles. Like I hope they're not all kind of samey. But
yeah.
I mean,
This one
obviously,
is just Valhalla,
No
but
way.
it's sandy, and this
I
one's
mean-
the token snow map.
This map wasn't bad. It was just very, very
Yeah,
average.
but
That's how
when
I
you
felt
guys
about
did
it.
the H5 rankings, I feel like a lot of the times we said this exact same stuff. We're like, hey, it's not terrible, and then there'll be like one dog shit map in the group, and we'll all hate on that. But the rest of them, they're just gonna be so. It works.
yeah, that's how I definitely felt about H5. That's how I hope Infinite isn't. However, I think from the arena maps that we've seen, it's kind of. I mean,
I've grown to absolutely despise Bazaar.
it's
and
the
I never
worst.
wanna play it
It's
again.
the worst one by far, and it's
Yeah.
funny because when I played against the bots,
fun.
I thought Bazaar was good, but the second I played PvP on it, it's doo-doo water.
Every
Yeah.
fight I've
Genuinely don't
liked it
feel that
less
way.
and less.
Yeah,
They
for
need
sure.
to add more like
Get 'em outta here.
paths on that map. I feel. You know what I mean?
I think the problem is the mid. Everyone like you kind of sit on the two sides because there's not like an effective way to get through it.
You
But-
can run
Yep.
through mid. You gotta be a little.
I
Safe,
mean, you
but
can
I
just,
started
like,
doing
you
it more.
can just
and
run
it was
through
working
it.
out. You just have to be a little more like, not two head and just fucking run right
I
through.
I think that like because there's like that little shack in the middle that's shifted over. I think if you put that towards the middle, like in front of the doors a little bit more, you might actually get some gunfights up down there.
Yeah, I think the problem is like the mid just doesn't, in my opinion, work very well with the starting weapons. Like the size of
Yeah.
it's too big for the optimal range of the AR and the sidekick, so you end up with a bunch of basically like wet noodle gunfights where you're trying to
Yeah.
shoot someone that's on the other side or even pushing along the one of the sides, and you just
Yeah.
can't effectively kill them, so you kind of have to like run at them if you want to shoot them. So
And people camp the precision weapon spawns on each
oh
side.
yeah, that's one of my biggest issues with Arena in this game is the two precision spawns, and it's the worst on Bazaar because people just sit in that room because you almost need a precision weapon to do anything on the map.
Yeah. I don't like how they're trying to make them kind of like mini power weapons, the precision weapons. I think that's kind of dumb.
No, I really liked how in BTB there was precision weapons all over the map. Like you spawned and you pretty much could pick one up off spawn every time as long as you knew where one or two of them were that were near you. As opposed to Arena where there'll be like entire games where I don't get a BR or a commando because every time I get there it's gone.
Well, you asked about AR pistol starts and BTB.
Yeah, we can talk about that. So going into it, I was very, very skeptical about AR sidekick starts in BTB. And we can talk a little bit more about Arena maybe later because I think at least my opinion kind of differs. AR sidekick spawns in BTB was surprisingly less bad than I thought it was going to be.
It's because there's so much cover. There's no.
I
You're
think
not feeling it like you do on Bazaar.
I think a lot of it's because there's still an ease of access to precision weapons.
There is. They spawn. I mean, also the spawns are like right on top of them. Normally, you spawn and you see it, and you're like, oh, sweet.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah, I
mean.
I don't know if you've heard my take on it yet, but I definitely think it should be precision weapon starts because at this point, how it basically was because it was so easy to
Yeah.
get your hands
Yeah.
on a precision weapon. Why make me run to a weapon rack every time? When I mean, it's not like it's contested and I have to battle the other team to get it. No, they're in your base. There's like 6 or 7 of them. They spawn quick. I had a precision weapon every time I pushed out. But to
Yeah.
eliminate the part where I have to run to it every time, like just spawn me with it, like pretty much every other Halo game did, you know?
You know what?
Um,
It's 343
I-
being
I-
too scared to commit.
I had single digit kills with the starting weapons, sidekick and assault rifle. So like I mean, people keep saying, "Oh, if it was precision weapon starts, then it would be a problem because of this, this, and that." But I'm saying it basically was because everybody can get their hands on one so easily before
Here-
they push out.
Here's my counter to that. I agree. It was very easy to get a precision weapon. However, half the precision weapons were the commando, which I think is a lot worse than the BR. If everyone spawned with a BR, I think it would play differently. 'Cause
Yeah,
I-
I would say do commando starts and then make BR a pickup.
Yeah,
and
I'd be
make
cool
that
with that.
less
Yeah,
likely
Precision
to
weapon
we all
starts.
spawn with commandos, and all the weapon drops are BRs. I think that would be interesting.
Although
Well, no, you got-
I do hear a lot of people talk about how the commando melts. Like some people act like
It does if you like
Oh.
hit all 5 shots in a row, but the thing's just fucking
I-
inconsistent.
I think it's a balanced weapon because of its inherent slight shittiness.
Yeah, I think the commando is my least favorite weapon to use in Infinite. Honestly, like
Oh wow.
it,
really.
it's just not satisfying.
sidekick?
No, the
I like
sidekick
using
can
At medium to long range, the bloom definitely is not a welcoming aspect of it, but everything else is fine about it.
Yeah, but I hate using it medium to long range when I get fucking de-scoped and just like.
No, you just don't scope with it.
Oh, I don't like the hip
Fucking
fire on
shoot it.
at least on controller.
Just got used to it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that it would definitely work doing commando starts, especially with the range of this, and then
Give them
they
commando
got to
and
cut
AR.
back on the weapon. There's so many weapon wall things. The pickups are just insane. Like, as watching your footage, there's like at least 3 on the screen at every.
Oh yeah,
turn.
there are for sure. They really
you-
leaned into the like scavenged. You didn't. Well, actually, there's no scavenging. There's just take a step forward and pick up a weapon.
Yeah, but what if those are taken? Then you have to scavenge even more.
Yeah,
Do
I
you-
feel like the
they're more
respawn timers, they
respectable.
were always fucking up. Like maybe it's because not everyone was picking up precision weapons, so that's why they seemed like they were always there. But I felt like anytime I wanted a precision weapon, it was there.
Yeah,
There-
that's the first. I was rocking
was
BR
so
commando
many-
most of the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Same. Once I like kind of realized where some of the spawns were, like my first few games, because the footage now is from like literally my second game playing this. But like once I realized where the spawns were to run off spawn, I basically, unless I spawned and immediately was trying to push something, I had a precision weapon every time. The only thing was, did I get the BR, which is what I wanted, versus did I have to pick up a commando?
I think I noticed a lot of my teammates were too dumb to know what those little pods are.
Oh yeah,
did you
so
guys-
people
did you
left
guys
those all
notice
the
that?
time.
Yeah, a lot of people run
Yeah.
by that and they never picked up on it. And they're like clueless to what the fuck it was.
I didn't even. I was just like, why is this thing green? And then it exploded open. It's like, no way
and
is
then
a
it,
power
and then it was a
weapon, bro.
hammer.
Yeah, it explodes when you get close to
Yeah.
it. So let me ask, how did those work exactly? Were they just random, or did they come in at set times and set locations, or was it like there was set locations on the map and then they would just randomly come in based on how they want? Because I know the weapons in them were just random, weren't they?
I think it was like
Yeah.
that. I think it was that there were separate locations that were set as like but they would have random drops between.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
a few, and they would have like a hammer. It could vary between a hammer, a sniper, or something like that. But I mean, like you think about that. That's been in Halo games since like I'm pretty sure the first since CE. Like even in the campaign, you'll see like these little pods with the weapons in it. So if people don't know what that
I
is,
think that was Halo 2, right? No, this.
Oh, they've
this
been in
looks
the
way different.
campaign, but yeah, they do look different. I know what you're talking about because the campaign ones look a little different, and you'd walk up
They
and
were
grab
like
shit out of
way
them.
smoother, and they showed the gun.
Yeah, they'd be like half
it had
open.
like a part. Yeah, it needs to be half open because a lot of people are just going to think that it's because it looks way too Forerunner now. They're just going to be like, "What's that green pillar over there?" That nobody's ever going to go to them.
So
is it green for you? Because it looked like it was just like a gray.
oh,
map,
it had like a
gray
green.
pod.
It had like a
light.
green light
Yeah,
on
the green
it.
lights. Yeah, it was just.
Oh.
I mean, everything in this game is gray. That's not like environment. So
So outside of the aesthetic, which I'm kind of give or take on it, I don't know if I really care. Other than it would be good if people knew what they were, but I think that's just a flight thing. Like you give that a couple weeks, I think even the people who didn't realize what they were at first will start to realize. But
isn't the thing with map design that you shouldn't have to do that? Shouldn't it just be like 2 goes and you're good?
yeah,
Well, I mean, they make a huge fucking audible ka-tunk when they land in the floor, and you would think that like players would be like, "What the
Oh,
fuck
dude.
was that noise?"
The
And they just-
sound
they
is
just
so
looked at-
garbage. I didn't even
Is
know they made
it?
sound. Yeah. Did you guys ever hear it make a katoon sound?
Actually, yeah, I have.
It
Yeah.
was
I think
loud.
I
Yeah,
did
I heard
I
it all
did
the
hear
time.
the sound.
Okay,
Yes.
my Apple earbuds picked it up. I'm
It
pretty
was
sure your headset
loud.
would have.
So how did you guys? Okay, outside of that, how did you guys feel about the actual system? Because I don't think I'm a huge fan of
Fuck the
random
system.
weapons falling in random spots.
Yeah, it came in handy for me one time. A rocket launcher fell right next to me, and while I was in a fight with somebody, I picked it up and killed the guy. And that's right there. That's what I think. That's stupid.
And-
I get they're trying to mix it up a little and do something new, but I feel like this was super unnecessary and doesn't really add much to the experience. I rather set weapons and power ups like on the map in certain locations where
You
you
gotta-
know where they spawn.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel
Rather
like
than just
crazy,
a
dude.
random weapon drop pod comes down and then I have
Yeah,
to
but-
run over to it and then it's a hammer and I don't even want it.
exactly that's the problem.
Think
is
of the BTB audience though. Most of these people do not
Yeah,
care.
most of
and-
them don't care, and I know BTB doesn't have to be ultra competitive or anything, but still, I would prefer it the way I said.
See, my
Yeah, I
problem
mean,
with
I
them the
would
way
too.
they are is exactly what you outlined, BK or BHB. Is it comes out of the sky, it lands. If you know what you're looking at, you know the weapon pod is there. But then I have to run over to the dumb thing just to find out it's a grav hammer, or just to find out it's a skewer, or it's just like
It-
something I don't want. You know?
This could be cured with having it do a little pop open like they had in campaign. I don't know
Yeah.
why they
If
had to
it
remove that.
popped open and just said what it was, so you could see from a distance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that fixes some of the issues.
Because they have it on the like little power ups. They have like a little gray outline thing that shows you
Yeah,
what it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
I don't know why
Yeah.
they can't do that. Or maybe you could use the scan function that I don't think we've ever talked about.
That's
It's a
because
whole
I
button
I
that-
don't think anyone uses it.
Yeah, make it a thing where you have to use it where you're like, what's that? And it scans and it shows you what weapon it is.
It's like a
And make it
Pokedex.
like-
To be honest,
Yeah.
does it do that? Because I never tried to scan one.
This
I don't
is.
think it does.
Okay.
I think it
Yeah,
just
probably
I think it
does.
highlights the pod if I remember
Oh,
correctly.
okay. Well, all
It's
right.
totally useless though.
So how did you guys feel about? Okay,
The
so
flare.
they had the weapon drops, but they also still had like set weapon spawns on the map. So I felt like it was like kind of weird. But I guess at least they have set weapon spawns. Again, I always was bummed out when the set spawn on the like that side cliff was the skewer instead of the sniper, because I just don't like the skewer. But I think that's a personal thing. How'd you guys feel about the loot cave? Was it your favorite thing ever? Did you feel like you were playing Apex Legends?
It
They
was
were
very
lame.
whelming.
Yeah.
They were very lame. Hey, there was
I
no
mean-
fights over it. Did you guys ever fight when you put your AI down? You just sat
Nah,
there.
there was like one
No, I
time
Maybe
where
like 3 times.
Yeah,
Uh,
someone
I
showed
killed a
up.
loser who was waiting the whole minute for it to be available.
It's like
and then
there's not
you're
much in there,
yeah.
and like there
Yeah.
shouldn't be. You don't want to just stack it.
Well, you guys
Um,
didn't get the QR codes from the cave?
There's Easter eggs in there, bro.
No, not Easter eggs. There's
And
QR codes. If you get 6
There was
of
a
them,
hidden Rockstar code.
if you get 6 of them, you get to roll for a free armor coating.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
You know about that?
Yeah, no, this is my problem, and it's compounded with the random weapons. You'd pop that stupid bitch open, and it would be like a Ravager,
Oh,
an
grav
active
hammer.
camo, and fucking a drop wall. Like
A
sick,
drop wall, yeah.
sick. This is the
Yeah.
coolest thing. I waited a fucking minute for
Oh,
this.
Meanwhile, all that shit is laid around the map
Yeah.
outside of the loot
That's
cave.
the problem. I
And
feel
nobody's
like
grabbing it because they don't realize that it ever dropped.
yeah, I get your point, BHB, that you don't want the loot cave to have like super overpowered stuff, but I almost
That's why they put
feel
QR codes.
Yeah, I almost feel like if they're gonna have this system where I have to sit around and wait a minute for a door to open, it should be shit that I can't just get out of the sky when I'm walking around. Like it should be some type of either weapon that isn't on the map naturally, or it should be like almost like some of the H5 rec weapons where it's like
Yeah, I
a
was
powered
about
up
to say,
version.
Did they say they were gonna do that at all? Because that would actually be cool to find like a juiced up sniper in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Put a Nornfang in a cave, just a Nornfang.
Oh
with a
yeah, so you can get that and you
neutral
just win the
pedestal,
game.
and then you just pop out looking like a fucking god. Everyone's like, "Oh my god,
like-
he's got the Nornfang!" And then
And like Friction's saying, I think you could like sit in there, like if you,
You
really wanted
could,
to.
yeah, you could just
And,
chill
like,
in there. 'Cause
The
they-
doors
they-
just close after a while.
Yeah, but if you're in there, they just stay closed unless you walk up and open them. They would have
Yeah,
to.
but then
no, he's
You would
saying
have
it
to
does
wait
work.
for-
You could hide in there.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
if
you
you
could
have the
you can
lead.
hide, but like if people want to come in and try, and if you're waiting for someone to come in, the door closes and resets, and you have to wait for like a
Yeah.
whole 2 minutes for the thing to buffer before someone can like hack it. That takes like another minute, so you're gonna stay
Yeah.
in there. Like you could technically just walk and then open the door yourself, and then like attack whoever is waiting by the door. But I don't know. I feel like that seems like I don't see a lot of people doing that. I feel like that would be a very boring style of gameplay. But then again, I've seen worse rats.
Well, the reason to do it is if you have the lead and you just want to fuck around and hide in there,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
people
that's
will,
true.
take advantage of.
I just wish you'd be like, oh fuck, they're going for the loot cave, and there's like a fight over there. Like you're like, oh my god. I have
Yeah,
to get
so
over
when
there.
they told us we were gonna have loot caves, I immediately imagined that whatever they call them in Apex, and they might not be on the map anymore, where you used to have to get that key and you would go to that
Yeah.
room and it would just have a bunch of overpowered shit. And it was actually like very worth going to. Whereas throughout the weekend, I just mostly stopped going to the loot cave unless I was just standing over there and the door was already like opening. 'Cause
yeah.
It wasn't worth
Yeah.
my time to sit there and wait for it to open.
Yeah, you gotta sit
Also-
there. You gotta wait for it to open. You can't move out of a certain radius.
Yeah,
where
that's
it
stupid too. You
stops.
can't even hit it
Well,
and
just
leave and
do
come
that.
back.
All just to get like one power weapon. And if you have a team like going in there, like when you hack it, like
the-
there's not something for everybody.
No,
Something
you
for like two
the
people. You
poor
could
dude
just-
that sat there for a minute and some guy just spawns in there and finds a grapple hook, and then you're like, oh, well, at least I got the grav hammer on this giant map.
And
So I
Yeah,
again,
will
these
say-
weapons are laid out like across the
Yeah.
map outside of the loot cave, so it doesn't make any sense.
It's redundant. I think that's the main issue. It's not the concept itself, but the execution. Because
Yeah.
it like the thing of them having randomly spawning weapons or randomly, like set weapons on walls during different matches. I think that's good because it does help keep a sort of dynamic style to the game because let's say if it was the inverse and that wasn't available in the game, people would, I'm pretty sure, quickly complain of like, oh, this gameplay's so bland. I know where the weapons are. I'm just gonna go here, and they would fall into a formula of just being like, okay, I'm gonna start this game. I'm gonna rush. I'm gonna grab rockets. I'm gonna fucking go this way because I know where all the power weapons are. I think that having it be different every time helps not only keep the game fresh, but it keeps it interesting. But like the issue, like we're saying, is that the weapons and the equipment that we're finding in these quote unquote like drops is just, it's underwhelming. It's not. It doesn't feel like a power weapon. It doesn't feel like a substantial change to the game. Like, okay, now I can tip the things back in my favor. It just feels like, oh, I got a fucking skewer. I'm gonna miss a shot and die in like half a second to a fucking AR.
Well, how else are you supposed to combat the vehicles that are very strong? And you see a warthog and everybody gets scared.
Maybe for like a millisecond, and then we're like, oh well, we could just shoot the
Did
tires.
you
or
guys
something.
talk about the vehicles with that third map last time?
With the
Behemoth.
paper thin vehicles.
Hemi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Behemoth. Well, I
Oh.
think the vehicle dynamic in this was definitely different enough that I think a lot of us saw some issues.
yeah. So we can talk about the vehicles now because I want to talk about the vehicle spawn system too.
Yeah.
Throughout the this shows my entire Steam overlay. Nice.
Oh, now I have your social security number.
Nice.
But okay, so the way the flight worked, if you guys like didn't play or something, was basically as the game went on, that the Pelican that brought in a vehicle on each side was supposed to kind of like progress and get stronger and stronger. But what I found throughout my time during the weekend was the shit just didn't progress fast enough, and the game would end, and all we would see was ghosts.
Did it ever progress?
It did if you were playing basically a long objective game, but if you played anything that ended relatively quickly, you just never saw anything.
I saw a Scorpion
even
drop,
late-
and then the game ended.
Even late game for me, it was dropping off fucking ghosts. And I think the drops can be one-sided sometimes, where you get a ghost and they get a tank. I heard people reporting that.
Yeah, and I don't know.
That's true.
There was
That's
definitely
absolutely
times
true.
where the enemy team would have a fucking
Is that a comeback
Scorpion.
mechanic?
Yeah, I don't even know.
It's definitely up
Dude,
there.
I
possibly
sure
could
hope
be.
so.
You hope so?
I hope they drastically imbalance the game towards the end so that you try and throw the game
Yeah,
like it's
like-
Mario Kart.
Like if one team has 2 flag caps and you have 0, they just fucking give the guy 0 flags a tank, and then they get the ghosts, and then there's just like a weird imbalance.
Yeah, it'll be just like Mario Kart. That's what I want. Where
Yeah,
you purposely tank right at the beginning, it gets shit on, and then you're like, all right, well, we got 3 Scorpions and 4
you
Banshees
smuggle
flying
the
up
good
now.
stuff till the end. That's a strat in Mario Kart, and it's gonna be one infinite BTB. So get used to it, folks.
Yeah, I also had the issue too was with them being so obvious that they were spawning. Anytime it wasn't a ghost, I felt like it was impossible to get it because there was like 6 people waiting for it.
Yeah. Dude, it looked funny though. You'd see 6 what is supposed to be juiced up like gods just be like, oh look at the vehicle. They're all just staring at it.
Yeah, so I wasn't a big fan of the spawn system. I don't even really know how you change that, but I hope. I felt like it worked better. Like, I don't see why I have to play an entire BTB game to get a tank. Like, why can't they, especially with all the fucking power weapons everywhere on the map anyways, like, why can't we just have a tank off the start that has a long respawn timer?
And
Yeah,
how many anti-vehicle
Yeah.
weapons there are?
I thought the vehicles were going to play a much bigger role this time around. I mean, that's how they made it sound. I feel,
Oh, it's
but like,
pretty-
if
pretty on
anything, I
foot.
feel like there wasn't enough. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's basically the whole time for me, like you described, it was dropping off ghosts. Now, to be fair, the ghost was actually pretty good, better than I thought. The
Yeah.
first time I finally hopped in it one time. First time I did it, got an overkill. I was like,
The-
oh,
I
okay,
think it
it's not
does
bad.
too much damage.
Yeah, the ghost in this game feels a lot stronger than a lot of the
But
recent
it's
ghosts.
the banished ghost, so it makes
Well,
sense.
yeah, but it's not slow enough. That thing goes fast as you can. It flies, bro.
That's fun.
Well, yeah, but what's the point of the fucking Covenant Ghost? It's just gonna be.
I don't.
as
Is
fast
there
and
gonna be a
weak?
Covenant ghost?
It's
I
a
don't
question.
know, but I
I-
feel like they should, because like I
yeah.
saw like the regular Covenant like Wraith, I think, and aren't there regular Covenant vehicles we've seen? Purple vehicles.
feel like we have.
Nope.
yeah.
Maybe
Nope,
it-
the
maybe-
I've
Banshee
seen it,
was-
maybe not in the flight, but I saw it. But I don't know. It'd be kind of dumb if they're all just red,
Yeah.
as
It'd be
opposed
kind of
to
dumb
like
if they're all purple. Fuck
How'd
purple.
you
We got
guys
purple
feel
all
about the
past
hog
Time for red.
in BTB? How'd you feel
It
it
was-
performed?
Terrible. Worthless.
Really? I didn't think it was worthless.
I feel like
use
jumping
it.
on the back of a mongoose with an AR is more deadly than the Warthog's gun.
I don't know about that. Jesus,
bold.
that's a take.
No,
No,
because
okay.
like you get in the Warthog and you're a target. You see some dudes like
I think the way the
dude,
map is
Brokeback Mountain
built,
on a mongoose.
I think the way the map is built, it's like anti-vehicle because there's so many like rocks and shit where basically every time you wrap a corner, there's probably a dude sitting in the corner with one of the 700 ways to kill your vehicle.
Well, okay. Would you guys rather have the Warthog gun or the Banshee's gun? Not the Banshee, the Ghost. The Ghost.
The ghost for sure. The ghost was a lot.
Yeah.
The ghost fucking
Yeah.
melted things.
So the Ghost was faster. You're way more armored in it. It's dumb. I think the Warthog should have a stronger gun because it requires some form of teamwork, and you're so exposed in it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want the Warthog to like be buffed, but I wonder if the Warthog will play better on slightly less like cluttered maps because there just wasn't great driving paths. There wasn't great like areas to really, in my opinion, use the Warthog, because it's a lot easier to maneuver around with the Ghost.
Do you foresee a map where it has like big sight lines like that though?
Well, I don't know. I guess that's what comes down to what other types of maps we get. If they're all like this, where it's
I think they're
all
just gonna be this.
yeah, then the Warthog is gonna be kind of meh. I don't know.
I think it's gonna be this with like different skins basically, and maybe very slight different lines.
I hope they all look just like this.
Hey, but this, I still like. This is a very well disguised 3-lane map. This is peak 3 lanes.
Your hatred of 3-lane maps. It's
Well,
amazing.
It's
His
not a
hatred of
hate-
circle maps. He hates
no,
them
it's
all.
not a-
That's
it's
true.
not-
You do.
it's
You
not
hate
3 lanes.
purple
He just hates
maps.
maps.
You just
No,
hate
'cause
video games.
I
just wants to play
actually
in the
love
void.
a lot of 3-lane maps. I don't like
Play campaign.
uninspired 3-lane maps.
All right. Does anyone have any final opinions on vehicles? Did you guys get
Yeah,
to
I did.
use the cool stuff? Because I literally throughout the weekend I got a Banshee once. I'd never got a Wasp and I never got a tank.
Yeah, I never got the WAP or the Scorpion or the Banshee.
The Wasp.
I touched the Ghosts maybe one, but to be honest, whenever I played BTB, no matter what the Halo was, I never really touched vehicles. That's just me. But yeah, I never got to touch those.
You
But I will
guys
say
get
the Warhog.
grapple jacked in the Wasp?
What?
That's a great feeling. You wait for the Wasp, and
Oh,
you're like,
yeah.
oh sweet, a new and you got grapple jacked immediately. That didn't happen to you
Well, I
guys.
never used it. I don't
That's
think
it.
anyone else
I
here
never
did. Maybe I'm
never
wrong,
got a
but
Wasp, so I wouldn't know.
yeah.
I mean, I
did
got
fly
in
it
one
up.
time, and I got immediately skewered. So that was a good day.
the one time I got the Banshee, I didn't know how to fly it, and then I died. So
Every person that got the WAP was like way too weird with it. Like I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do with it, but they were just kind of vibing. And then the Ghost still felt pretty strong as fuck. The Warhogs maybe we're just not used to it, but it feels kind of weird to drive around. And like this map is the pathways to drive were kind of weird for like Warhogs. I feel so.
yeah, it definitely there wasn't like great driving lanes for the Warthog. Like I felt like even
Yeah.
I'm a terrible driver, but I felt like you'd bump into shit constantly. And the way
Yeah,
the
and
Warthog
then-
handles in this game, it just like flips over on its own.
Yeah, it feels way too floaty.
Yeah, I
I
was
don't
about to
like
say
how
you
the
guys.
vehicles.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't like how they self-destruct now.
Oh, I actually
Yeah,
don't. I don't
yeah.
like that either.
You would
It makes it
escape a
feel like
battle
it's way
and like
weaker than it actually is. Like you get fucking coughed on. It's like
You
Like, what?
basically the vehicles basically now, unlike in an older Halo game where you could live on the edge with a Warthog and dominate a whole game, they basically have a
Yeah.
shelf life.
A
At some
Warthog.
point, it's just going to self destruct on you. And I
Yeah,
wonder
like-
if that's like that was 343's attempt to balance vehicles so that didn't happen. But now the only problem is like they're so weak. It's like you kill legitimately 2 people with a Warthog and then it self destructs on you.
yeah, it doesn't even feel like they self-destruct, but they have more health. Like it lasts longer. Like it doesn't feel like it's pushing past the point where it would normally destruct or blow up, and then you just got that little bit of extra time before it self-destructs. No, it just feels like it happens too early, and I'm just not
Are
a
you
fan of
guys
it.
saying if you got a Warthog and just drove around in your base, it would eventually just blow up?
No, you had to
No,
take
you-
damage. But
Oh, okay. I was like,
it
is this some
basically
sort of timer? Jesus.
no.
Yeah.
I think basically, and maybe someone could correct me. I think it's just the vehicles now have a set amount of health, and it's not related to the character health anymore. Whereas like in previous Halo games, if you wanted to blow up a vehicle, you usually had to kill the player in it. But now you can just shoot the vehicle, and I think they just have set health that doesn't regenerate at all. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I'd be playing BTB on Halo 3 with some buddies in a Warthog, and there would be some like edge of your seat stuff where you're both yelling at each other and you barely get away, and then you come back. I feel like you just get in a Warthog, drive in there, and blow up.
Yeah. No, I mean even if you get away here, now I feel like the next time you get 2 bullets into you, that's when the vehicle does the self-destruct thing. I feel like that's what my issue is with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think if they were to change anything at all in the future, would be to take out that feature, because it's kind of like a guard for newbies playing the game, because if you've played Halo for a long time, then you kind of like you get a gauge for how much health your vehicle has. Obviously, of course, because of the cosmetics of the vehicle, because like in earlier Halo games, you're driving a Warthog, it gets shot up, it starts flaming. If it starts flaming a lot and it starts coming out from underneath of the truck, then you're like, okay, I need a bail. But even then, sometimes you could push through just a little bit longer and make it out. But here they're just like, oh well, in order to prevent people from prematurely dying or whatever, we're gonna tell them that the car's exploding anyways, so they can't even go past that threshold. Um, so there's that. I will say that I did get to drive the Scorpion, and I had this one clip that it was towards the end of a Strongholds match or a Total Control, and it was sick. It felt beefy. I was getting kills left and right. It was a lot of fun to play with. The Wasp and the Banshee I never got to fly because I kept getting shot out of the sky immediately as soon as I jump in it.
Yep.
The Ghost, super beefy still. I think is probably the best vehicle in the game. Warthog felt a little bit better. Mongoose is just a mongoose. I feel like the mongoose is just there for like traversal. It's not. there for anything crazy.
mongoose isn't really supposed to have any power behind it. It's just purely to get across the map quicker.
Yeah.
Where the hell was the chopper? That's a chopper. Like for real? Like
Let me drive the chopper.
that's the vehicle everyone wanted to try out. Where is it?
With
was
how
a-
bad the Warthog physics are, though, or do you really want to see a chopper physics in this game? It's gonna be.
From what I've seen, they
so-
look good. They look good.
I mean, the Warthog looked good in the campaign reveal. I don't know what happened.
It does look a lot different. Do you guys
The problem
like
was
how
Warhawk was a paid actor.
Ooh. Do you guys like how the Warthog now has kind of like in-air controls where you can control it?
No.
It-
I hate
I
it when
kind of do. I
GT5
think it's helpful.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't really notice it a lot of the times. It was pretty subtle.
Kind of like GTA. Like in GTA, when you go
Yeah.
off a ramp, you can control the car midair, so you don't like fucking just do a whole flip. I felt like that was an issue that a lot of past Halos had. You go off a ramp, your shit just nosedives. You do a flip, you fall out of the car, people shoot you, and that's it. Here, at least, you can bounce back, you
I
can
feel
roll
like it
over.
rewarded, like when you had a good Warthog driver. It was like oh shit, this dude drives Warthogs a lot. Like I don't know. It felt like you could tell when some dude no life driving Warthogs.
But
and
like,
like,
how
he
many
did all the-
people do you get like that? That's the thing too.
I mean, yeah, but it was also a part of the balance. Like if he was a good
Yeah.
driver and he had some nerd that he always gunned with, you'd be like they would just sit by the Warthog spawn.
Yeah.
It was more rewarding gameplay. The skill ceiling for vehicles has dropped.
Do you guys feel like when it's self-destructing, it should be more obvious? I felt like sometimes if I was like busy shooting something, I just didn't notice.
Yeah.
Like it would do
Yeah.
that, it'd do like the beeping sound or whatever, but I'd be like shooting someone and it would be like a millisecond before it blows up and I'm like, oh fuck. And then I'd try and jump out, but it would blow up on me. Like, cool.
They need your personal AI to tell you.
Dude, they do.
Hey,
man.
it's about to blow up.
I mean, it does have this like bright red glow. Usually, most of the time,
Does.
I was able to tell it glowed super bright red, and it did a little like.
What if it
Yeah,
just
but
put
I
a
thought it was
message
closer
up on the
better.
screen, like in like Times New Roman, all the way across the screen, like 0%, like make sure it's not see through at all. Big letters blowing up. That way I knew to
And
get
if
out.
I
Yeah,
mean,
like
I
a
mean, actually, Titanfall
black
did do
text.
that, and it was a good indicator.
It wrapped around the screen. It's off-centered.
Dude, an exclamation point, like the fucking Metal Gear Solid, the one when someone pops out of the box.
Yeah.
Just one of those. Okay, well, does that kind of wrap up vehicles? Does anyone have anything else?
You should throw the Vine boom effect whenever.
Ooh, yes.
I do want to actually say something because I know you guys have uninstalled MCC and you've banished it from your mind.
I still have it installed.
I uninstalled MCC and I'm proud of it.
I still play Halo. I still like playing MCC. I know. But I was playing Halo 2, and I actually kind of noticed that the hog there, in H2 Anniversary in the campaign, and the hog in Infinite kind of like looked pretty similar in animations. Like when I got into the gunner seat and I was shooting, it also gave off that feel of kind of like there wasn't really a lot of recoil. Like it didn't look like my Spartan was like shaking back and forth.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
There's
Maybe
no
this
kick
is
to
just,
the
like,
Infinite
weird.
Warthog at all.
Have
I
you
feel
guys
like when
But yeah,
you're
ever
that's
seen
the
shooting
like
thing.
a
There's like
real
no
guy
kick at
shoot?
all.
Like in like a real Humvee, have you guys ever seen like a Marine shooting that gun? He says like like he's actually like shaking, like it shows the weight of the gun. I wish they'd do something like that.
But then you also have to think that these are super juiced up Spartans. Like we're saying, like they showcase that as a difference from Halo 3 to Halo 3 ODST. When you're playing as the ODST and you're firing like the assault rifle,
Yep.
like with the Spartans, there's no
they-
recoil.
They
But with the
also showed
ODST, there's fucking
they showed
you
that
go
in
up.
ODST's hands, the assault rifle was huge. So these are also bigger weapons, so it should be proportional to it.
That's true. That's true. So I don't know. Maybe lore wise, maybe they handled the recoil that well.
If they handle the recoil that well, they got to keep BXB in the game.
Okay, I guess the only thing that I have like final to say on vehicles is that I think one of two things needs to happen, or else like vehicles are just going to be kind of underwhelming, especially the power ones. Like either they have to tone down the anti-vehicle weapons that are fucking everywhere on the map, or they have to somehow make like the air vehicles be able to take more than like a shot. So I feel like it was so easy to kill a Wasp or a Banshee out of the sky. Like I never got to fly one, but there was never a time where I felt like they were an issue. Whereas like go play fucking Reach or go play 3 or go play 4.
Yeah, but
you'll get shit on by some kid in a Banshee for an entire game. He'll win the whole game with a
You
Banshee.
have to take into account like the lore because this
True.
this is a different era of the Spartan program. These are
These are
Spartans,
these are
what is it,
shitty
Mark
ones.
7 armor now. Weapons are different. Each one like
They've
Reach
surpassed
before
Metal Gear.
CE. So this was like the oldest like chronology. Oh my god,
Chronological.
chronological of the fucking series. So it's gonna have the old equipment, air. You know, they weren't strong enough to handle aircrafts, but now things they were different. They've evolved. WAPs are going extinct. So
Yeah.
I think the shitty thing is when you get grappled, you cannot do anything. Like when I was in the
You can
Wasp,
drive
I
off the
saw him
map.
coming. Well, yeah, you can drive off the map, but like in Titanfall, you can get grappled. It makes a loud ass sound, and you can either like there's like a second where he's on you, and then you can do like electrical smoke to get him off, and then or you can punch him as he's like grappling over to you. There's ways to combat it, and there's no ways to combat it in the Wasp. Like if you see a guy coming, it's not like you can fly into him and splatter him on the way there, or shoot at him, or
You can scream. That's what I did.
Yeah.
No, I waited 3 months to use this thing.
Yeah, no, I do think with the grapple shot there needs to be some type of counterplay for vehicles because yeah, once they attach onto you, if you're lucky and they come straight from the front, you can shoot them maybe. But yeah, otherwise you're just dead. Like you just have to accept you lost your vehicle to one of the 700 grapple shots on the map.
I didn't hear if you mentioned this, but you couldn't get out of the vehicle the second they attached you.
No, I don't think you can.
Yeah, that was really stupid. Like, let me at least get out of it. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, like someone said in chat, how come the Banshee roll doesn't like whip him off?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I-
that would
I-
make sense.
I
Or
feel
why isn't it like physics based? Like why can't you like sling them into a wall or something?
That would be
Well, guys,
cool.
you're not thinking about the lore. You know, it's different. At this
Yeah,
point,
because
the
the
Spartans are
grapple
just like
isn't,
they're
like-
too strong.
It's not like they threw a lasso on you, right? Like this is a 2,532 year, whatever the fuck it is. The grapple, like obviously it's made for military grade, so
Exactly.
that was the lowest
exactly.
bidder, so it's gonna be
Dude,
cheap.
I'm
but it's
just
gonna be good.
imagining using like the little in-air boost that the Wasp has. You hear someone attach, and you wait for him and to make him a pendulum like straight into a wall. That'd be so.
Yeah, I
Alright,
wanna
to be
fucking
honest,
whip
that
the
might
DNA
not
on
be
the-
the play
the
because
grappler.
people might just nail walls all the time. But still,
Dude, it'd be Halo should have. Halo's always been a physics game, like a janky physics.
yeah.
thing.
Or
That would
maybe
be-
the counterplay. What if you could shoot the actual like grapple hook? Like It would only really work if you had like teammates around or something. But what if you shot the actual hook and it just attached it or something?
But it's so like instantaneous. I think if you tried to do that, you couldn't.
Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to react pretty quick unless they're like far. But
And also, you'd be
That player was
watching
good.
your teammates. You'd be like, wow, look at him go! Oh shit, he's got someone attached to him.
Can we talk about the Halo Infinite Rockstar soda cans?
No, not yet, not yet.
yeah,
Okay, I want to
let's
bring
talk.
up
Let's
the
talk about that
fucking-
at the end, Sumo.
Okay.
the scope glints. What do you think? I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
they're too bright, but we should keep
Oh.
them. They're like a fucking
Here's my issue with the
like a
glint.
beam of like a whole sun flares in your eyes.
I like it on one hand that some kid can't just sit 5 miles away with a sniper and dumpster me without me even knowing he's there. But at the same time, I feel like it just de-incentivizes using a sniper the proper way. Because now you're incentivized to basically walk around unscoped and then quickly scope
no,
to
just
shoot
be
people.
There's a lot of people that still did that and had no problems. I think.
I mean, you
I
can
don't
see you're
think
just like a big ass fucking light if you just sit scope.
Yeah, they're like on the other side of the map, and the only options you have to counter that, if assuming you don't have a sniper, also is like Commando and BR, and then it's the same game because they also
What
have
if
the
you
lens
made
flare.
it so that if you were moving, the scope glint was very minimal to incentivize not camping?
Well, you could just like move back and forth.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
right
but
from
if
the
you do
spot.
80-80 wiggle, at least it's better than because it's supposed to be to
I
That is
mean,
no
combat some
different from. That's
challenges.
not gonna
It
stop
doesn't
campers.
s-
They're just
Yeah,
gonna
I
stay
know.
in the back of the
Well,
base and just
but you
fucking
guys are
ADS.
thinking how many controller users there are. You know how hard it is to 80-80 wiggle on a controller?
It's
you just
easy
move
as
your
fuck on a
thumbstick back
controller.
and forth.
not really hard at all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
PK, you're having some issues, man.
No, it's not like hard to do, but it was a thing that happened in Battlefield 4, and basically the inputs were not fast enough to actually 80-80 wiggle in Battlefield.
It's a good thing this is Halo.
Okay, well, this is Halo.
It's true, but I mean there was a large amount of people that couldn't do it.
Well,
I think you guys, we all play Halo a lot, and we all play games a lot. I think you guys aren't thinking of the other 90% of shitty people
all right,
that
but
suck at games.
the
I think the average Halo player that is controller will not argue that ADSing is easy.
do you
Like
think
everyone would agree that it's pretty easy.
that the not sniper should have glint? Like, should the skewer and the fucking BR and the commando have it though?
Oh,
Well,
no.
theirs
Did
are
the
toned
skewer
down.
They
have
are
it?
they are toned down. The skewer is bright as fuck. The skewer just looks like a dude's just a light bulb. He's not even a fucking character anymore.
Yeah, he's like Rudolph's red nose, bro. Like that fucking red shiny thing.
I think it's really dumb that you have it on. Definitely the Commando and the BR.
Yeah,
Like, that's really stupid.
I mean,
and-
I guess it works for BTB because how annoying would it be if you're getting fucking crossfed by BR and you don't even know where?
that's
It's also
fair.
annoying.
That's fair.
did it have it in 4v4?
Yeah, it's just like how often does that matter?
You like, I guess you didn't really notice it because there's not much of a need to
Well,
on most of the maps, aside from Behemoth.
That's gonna.
The
have to
skewer
be
needs
turned
it.
off
I kind of
if you did
disagree. Like long range skewer is not even that good.
Yeah, it's not. I hated the freaking thing long range, man. It was
Like,
pissing me off.
The skewer was good
Felt
when
like
they were.
shit.
Yeah, you had to lead the shot so much, or just hope the person didn't fucking move.
Yeah, I led the shot, and then he just like moved out of the way after
Yeah.
I already shot it. I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. I get the pros and the cons of the glint, but I just don't know if it really adds enough to
It's
want
good.
it to be there.
It's good.
I feel like I've never had enough issues with people sniping in Halo that I want. Like at the end of the day, the sniper spawns with like 8 shots or whatever, or 12.
Yeah,
or whatever
I
the fuck.
don't like it even on the sniper. I just
Yeah.
think it's dumb. You're just this bright light, and like you said, in previous games, I really just didn't have that problem.
And there's
Maybe
also
I
not a
mean now with
visibility
like the
issue.
random weapon drops. I mean, people could have snipers anywhere, and it's harder to predict that. So I can understand why they'd want to do it. I still
Well,
don't like
they're
it.
in COD and Battlefield, they added it because there was a visibility issue of someone being so far away, and the map design lended it to. You would be like, some dude would be laying down and not moving, and you would have no idea what happened. I feel like in Halo, especially with the
Well,
red
you-
outlines, I think like when he's vibing back there, just looking at you, that he probably has a sniper.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't, like,
it's
blend in as much in Halo.
visibility is not really an issue, especially in Infinite,
Oh,
where like
Speaking of visibility,
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Speaking.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Okay,
no,
well,
no. Speaking of
the
visibility,
outlines
there,
are better.
there was a lot of like foliage, a lot like the trees. There was multiple times
Oh, actually,
where
yeah.
I was shooting players through the leaves, through the branches and stuff. On console, they get red reticle.
Yeah,
On
and we
PC,
don't.
you
I
don't.
I actually agree with you
And that
there.
is kind of
Yeah,
dumb.
I
Like,
was
that is
basically-
Not the red reticle.
Sumo
Yeah,
was
yeah,
saying
console
that there was a
players
red reticle though.
All right, time to buy an Xbox.
Yeah.
There is a
On-
there's
on
a red
console.
reticle. There's a red reticle only when you're playing against bots on PC.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
but-
yeah.
In socials, there's
But
that.
BHB telling me
Oh.
that they
Yeah,
had
console
it in PvP as
console
well on
players have
console.
it. Yeah. I saw people
All right, let
saying
me
that.
go on Amazon real quick.
It's time to buy the Series X. Literal buff.
Hold up. Actually,
So it's like on the map where like I found myself shooting through trees the most
Yes.
out of like any map. We don't have red reticle, but console players do. Like, come on.
I agree with you there because it was sometimes I felt like I was just trying to shoot at that red name that would pop up through the tree.
Yeah, that.
'Cause I just couldn't fucking see, like, especially if you're trying to BR them kind of further away, you just couldn't see them at all. But the tree doesn't actually block like the branches don't block bullets, so you could shoot through it.
Yeah.
But it's the trees like look cool and all, but I almost feel like they aren't. I don't know how to say this without sounding weird, but like they're cool for the aesthetic, but gameplay wise they're kind of shitty because they're like unintuitive, not real cover but visual cover because you can just shoot right through them. It's not like this isn't like Halo doesn't have like bullet pen. It's not like you're actually shooting through it. It's just like a thing that sits there just to block vision.
Yeah.
Do you think they should move the branches up so that they're like, what would it be, like 30 feet up? So a Spartan jumps, he's not going to disappear into any leaves.
Yeah,
I think that would fix it.
I mean it might, but
Help
then
it.
all the trees might look fucking weird.
Well, no, there's
yeah, I
real
think they
trees
should
that
just
look like that.
fucking nuke the map and make it a desert.
I agree. All right,
There's
fuck
no
it. That's
trees,
that's
no
the
rocks.
solution.
Yeah.
It's PK's wet dreams, the flat land with 2 bases.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple
Fuck
roads.
3 lanes. I just want lane.
Just
It's got
lane.
2 dividing walls for the 3 lanes.
What's that game mode that people play in or that originated in Custom Edition that people remade in Reach, like Desert
the
Desert Bus?
octagon. Oh.
No,
Oh,
it's
God.
just a big ass bridge and you just drive a warthog across it. Someone in chat can tell me what I'm talking about, but yeah.
That's BK's dream, just to play that all the time, every
No,
time.
I love maps. This
Like,
this map is
imagine 3
designed, I
Griffball
think,
courts side
well
by side.
enough. But I really like CTF on BTB, and I think this is just terrible for CTF.
Yeah, well, I guess that's a decent transition. Why don't we talk about the BTB game modes? So obviously Slayer, Capture the Flag, and Total Control, which was the new game mode. Total Control, if you didn't play it, was basically there'd be 3 points on the map, an A, B, and a C, and to score a point, you had to cap all 3 at the same time, and then you was first team to do that 3 times would win. So how'd you guys kind of feel about the different game modes? Did you have ones that you liked, didn't like,
I
etc.?
didn't like
Total,
Slayer. Slayer
total
was
Control was absolute. Total Control was just Slayer with letters on the screen,
Total
or at least
Control
that's
was
what my
fun.
teammates were doing.
Total Control
I
was like, hey, everyone's here, so I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna fucking kill everyone, and then I'm gonna go to the
I-
next one and then kill people, and then
I didn't like Total Control that much. I thought it was kind of lame. I think if anything, they should have just done like strongholds.
Dude, okay, I agree with you. I had a,
concur.
sorry, continue.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was gonna say my biggest issue with Total Control was games would stall out in a way that can't happen in Strongholds or Domination, because you would just get stuck where like one team couldn't get all 3, but they just constantly like kept capping 2 and not being able to get the
Yeah.
3rd one, and the games would just drag on, even though that
yeah, because one team
I
would just
think
be
that's
stacked
more
on
maps.
one.
Yeah. exactly
I
they'd be
think
And
it's
it
more
feels
the
like
map and spawns versus the actual mode, though. I think the mode could be good.
yeah, but like if you're just playing Strongholds, that never happens because they just score more points than you. Like they already have 2 points and they win the game, right? But in this,
Yeah.
what constantly kept happening was like the one team would be winning and they would have 2 and they would go to push the 3rd one and the whole team would be stacked there, and even if you killed them off of it, sometimes like someone would just go cap one on the other side of the map, and so like then you'd have to redo the whole thing.
Yeah, and it feels
You
like
know
you're
what?
not making any progress.
Yeah,
Like, you
exactly.
held those 2
Oh,
for a while, but nothing on the score.
They could have strongholds, but like still have the things rotate. Just change.
Yeah, but
spots.
a lot of
yeah.
people like that
Mhm.
the meat grinder type gameplay, and Halo doesn't have any meat grinder gameplay. I
Chapter
think
plague
this
is
mode
pretty
might.
fucking beautiful. I don't know, man.
That's true. Majora has said that too. I mean, that's just a flight issue rather than an issue with the game mode. But there was scenarios where like a point would bug out and become uncappable, and then you just had to play
yeah.
Slayer for 15 minutes.
Wow, I did not see that. But I also thought like it wasn't anything special. Like there's other modes that are way more exciting in BTB.
Yeah.
Like capture the flag or assault. Taking the bomb
Dominion.
to the enemy base, planting it, defending it.
I
Like
think
that's
you
more.
guys
All
are
those
in
are
the
more
wrong
exciting than that.
demographic of this mode, because there's a large sect of people that literally go on Battlefield just to sit in a hallway and shoot each other with this meat grinder thing of, oh, they captured 2, we're gonna go over here capture 1, and they love it, and I don't understand it, but it's a popular thing. And I bet this will probably be a popular mode with the casual audience where they just want to meat grind and stalemate with each other.
Maybe I heard some people say they love the mode.
Yeah,
But,
I don't know. I think I'd rather just play strongholds where like points rotated, or just play domination. Or
Yeah, I don't think that would be like
Yeah.
worse. Like I don't think.
Yeah,
they'd hate it then
personally,
if
I
it was
I
that.
like that better. I feel like that's a more
Actman called
competitive mode.
Fragmentation the best BTB map ever. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Jesus.
It
Ever?
technically is up there, because it's just better.
That had to be a
What's the word?
troll, right?
What do you guys
What's
think is
up?
the best BTB
PHP?
map?
What?
What'd you say?
Definitely not
said
coagulation.
that had to be a troll,
Definitely
right?
not
Oh,
blood
I
gall.
don't know.
No,
Best-
Actman has some very BK takes, bro.
I
Hey,
feel like the cog is the best BTB map from H3.
The fuck is the cog?
You've played the cog.
Oh my god, the Forge map?
Yeah.
What's the cog?
Yeah, you're right. You're
The
right.
cog.
That one is good. That's a banger.
It was a forged BTB map on sand.
Yeah. Sandbox.
and
I
it
know
was-
what you're talking about.
It's arguably the best map in my opinion.
All
The
right.
geometry of it just allowed such varied gameplay. And
What'd you guys say? Is it Valhalla? Is that the maybe fan favorite BTB map?
No, the fan favorite's
I
fucking
love
Blood
that map.
Gulch.
Yeah, we know what the fan favorite is.
No,
I love
dude,
Valhalla.
Blood Gulch
I
is
think that's
just
my
living off
favorite.
rep.
Valhalla's
It
fun.
really is.
It works in a bunch of game modes. It's fun to play Flag, Slayer, Assault.
It's such
I don't
a
know.
good flag
I'd
map.
have to say maybe Last Resort.
Last Resort, people love that one too.
Hey, I
That's
like
a good
that
map.
one. I like that one.
Yeah, have
That's
a
a
lot
good
of fun
one.
on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I would say the best one overall is. I don't know. It'd probably depend on like what era they played Halo too.
Mhm.
But okay, so
Boardwalk.
that's kind of Total Control. What do you guys think of CTF in this game, or on this map specifically?
I don't like what they did with the rotating flag spawns. I think that's dumb. It's just change for the sake of
That is dumb.
change. It's unnecessary. I rather have to get into the enemy's base, grab the flag, and get out.
Yeah, it was weird sometimes. I felt like it was a lot easier to grab the flag when it was chilling outside than when it was under the
Yep.
base.
You just have someone on a mongoose grab it, and you guys leave.
Yeah.
As soon as you make one turn, you have so much cover that
Yeah,
you cap it.
I will say that too. If you went on a vehicle run with the flag in this game, it felt like if you got away from the flag, you just capped
Yep.
every time.
Especially if
It
you
was
push
way
it with
too
the
easy.
Ghost Man. Ooh.
Oh yeah, but
It-
that
there was
probably gets
something
changed,
about-
right?
There's some
Yeah,
like
Uni
real.
confirmed that wasn't intentional.
There's like the shitter dudes that would hang out in the Valhalla bases where they just camp the flag, and you have to like get them out of the base to get the flag. It was
Burning
that was missing.
yeah, burning. That's
Yeah,
just not
yeah,
true
yeah.
though, because now they can just go camp wherever it moves to. It's not like the
But
campers
it's
are in
usually
camp.
more open.
True, like one of them's more open than the other, but
Oh,
I
the
guess
one in the outside area with the little prongs around it. I don't think
Yeah.
you could camp that.
no, that's a fair point. You'd have to like hide. You'd have to like
Really?
yeah. I don't know. I guess
Yeah,
fair
so
enough.
I don't know why they made that change. Like, what is that improving? Like, I don't
Well-
think it gets old going to the base every time for the flag. That's not something that was tiresome. That was
It's-
fine.
it's-
Like, that's
It's
flag.
also not like you capture the flag 30 times a match. Like it's a the end zone in football doesn't need to move.
If I recall
It's-
correctly,
Maybe it does.
Nando said in the live stream that he wants everyone to feel like they were a hero at one point in the game. So maybe by moving the flags, they gave that one guy who was just lurking at the most weirdest place in the map, like the chance to grab the flag, and that was the highlight of his game.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Jesus. Okay. Well, what did you guys feel about Slayer for BTB? It just to me it felt
Disgusting.
It's Slayer.
Snooze
yeah,
fest.
just it
Slayer.
felt Slayer.
Dude, Slayer and
Oh,
Halo just
good.
needs to go, man. We just need objectives. That's it.
Okay, we're not playing fucking
That's
comp
all.
here, Sempra. This is fucking social
objective.
matchmaking.
Slayer gotta go. This isn't COD.
I think you get rid of
Dude,
kills and you make it flags only.
All right. Let's just play
Make
kill
it
confirmed
like
all the
flag
time.
Yeah, when you let's say quote unquote kill them, they just go unconscious and then they get like a 5-second respawn time, then they wake back up.
That's how the Chinese version of the game will be. Oh, the Spartan's sleeping.
And then they get carried back to their
Uh-huh.
base, which is where their bed is, and then they wake up back there.
Needs to be longer than 100 points. I don't think I agree with that because
Yeah, this is.
I don't. If Slayer goes
If
much
it's
more than
12 people.
100, that's. I mean, it is 12v12, but I didn't really feel like the Slayer games went that fast.
Yeah, it is 12v12, but the map's huge, so
What would you guys think of maybe
Kinda counteracts that.
16v16 or 20v20 on this map?
On this
I
map,
would like to see that.
I think you could probably do
I
16v16.
think the reason why they didn't is for like technical reasons, but
Yeah, my guess is
Yeah,
the
I-
original Xbox has
Dude,
hardware
dude,
issues.
I hate that the original Xbox is holding back this game as much as it is.
But
Because you can
why,
tell.
why would it be holding it back? That's what I don't get. Like Battlefield always limited its players on console,
Yeah.
you know, compared to
not
PC.
really.
So why?
Oh no, it
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
BK. Console
Yeah,
used to
by
be
a lot.
16 versus 16, and PC was like 32 and 64.
Versus
Well,
player
yeah,
Sorry.
lobbies.
30,
Yeah,
32,
shit.
32, but that wasn't a thing in the. That was only, I think, for Bad Company, and
No,
I don't think it was a
and,
thing
and
for Battlefield 3.
it was, yeah, absolutely.
But they fixed that issue. It definitely wasn't a thing in Battlefield 4, which did launch on the Xbox One and PS4.
There was plenty of console Battlefields where they massively limited the player.
But they also.
So
th-
that,
those
that
were,
but that's my
like,
it
point
still
anymore.
stands.
Battle-
Even though they were releasing them on older consoles, they still had the larger player count on PC. That's the point I'm making.
Yeah, but that
Gotta
doesn't
be-
that doesn't work with crossplay because back then, like none of those games were crossplay.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, also,
But-
the
but
newest
are they gonna have
Battlefield is launching
cross-gen?
64.
Then they probably shouldn't do cross-gen, and that would be the answer.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what the new Battlefield's doing. They're
Yeah, I
putting
saw
the,
that.
the,
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
shitties together. I think that's what you should do.
if you're
Yeah.
if you're too poor to get a new Xbox or you can't get one,
Yeah.
fuck you.
You
Play
gotta
play
put the other Borbies.
in the shitty lobbies.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
And
that's what
also,
it has to be
make
instead
the
of
game look
holding
like
the game
shit
back.
on Xbox One and PS4. I hope it looks like garbage, so you can't even play
Well,
it.
I don't think this game's gonna be on PS4, but you know.
It's not. God damn it! And here I was.
Make it run at 13 FPS, and that way the next gen game could look next gen.
No, you know how it's poorly optimized on PCs because all the optimization is going to consoles. That shit, they're gonna somehow make that shit run at like 60 plus
4K
frames
120.
on a Gen 1 Xbox One because they just put all the budget to that.
Hey, so
We added
here's my actual
PC,
legitimate
Fuck you
question.
guys. I don't care if you have a 3000 RTX. You're running on 60 frames max.
The way they've designed this map with like how segmented it is would, I mean, if you specifically threw more players onto this map, it would feel different. But I have a feeling the way they kind of designed this map, if you scaled up the BTB lobby size, I feel like it wouldn't have felt that much different. Like there was no point where I really felt like I was fighting with like 12 people around me. Like it felt
Yeah,
like tons of
there's-
small squad battles.
Felt like this could use more people.
You do?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think it could have been cranked up significantly because I never felt like it never felt like shit was popping off.
Yeah, there was times where I couldn't find people. There was the times where I did a complete circle around the map. I didn't see anyone, and I'm looking. I'm like I'm looking everywhere, and I didn't see a single person. 12 people in the game. Like, I mean, that just shouldn't happen.
Yeah. Well, fair
I
enough.
agree.
All right. That was game modes. Did we talk about everything BTB?
No,
No,
we didn't
we
talk
forgot-
about what he was
Well-
just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was it?
Well, neither of you are helpful at all. So,
And then yeah.
okay.
So
All
there's
right.
like the weapon.
All right. So I think that's everything BTB. Did you guys? I think we all probably played more Arena this weekend. Also, did you guys have any new revelations about Arena? Anything like
Yeah,
that?
my revelations are that the weapons aren't as fucking bad as I thought. Not saying they're balanced per se, but they're not as bad as a lot of people complain.
I think.
Bizarre is worse than I thought.
Oh yeah,
And that too.
Bizarre.
And also,
Bizarre sucks.
I hate Behemoth on 4v4.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the problem. I think Behemoth
Hey.
as a 4v4 map
Well,
is fine, but it's
The
like
map
a
is fine.
it's like
4v4
specifically a
doesn't have a problem.
social 4v4 map, and the problem is like right now we're just playing. It's just like social Arena. Like it's thrown in there with the other maps that are supposed to be more like traditional Arena, whereas it's kind of like it's like playing some of the H3 maps that had vehicles on them. Like it's a different gameplay experience, but
Yeah.
I wonder how they're
going
gonna balance that. Like if there's a ranked team Slayer, is Behemoth in it?
No, I think
I think
they'll
probably-
keep it Arena only.
No,
Well,
no,
I think
what?
I think it should be.
It will. It will. I know it will.
You should
I
have the
think it
vehicle
will- I
maps
think
in there.
it I think it will be in Team Slayer. I don't think it'll be in like Team Arena. That'll just
You
be
know,
purely the.
it might though. The thing is, because we don't know what.
There's
maps we're
zero
getting.
chance that they're playing
Well, we don't
HCS
know the
games
map
on
pool, we don't have
Behemoth.
Forge. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. If they
Dude,
just
they're
fucking
not
threw it
playing
in there.
fucking vehicle
Yeah, but
maps in
it's-
HCS. Not a
You
chance.
would be surprised, bro. You'd be
On launch, this game's gonna have very few maps. I bet it will be on
I'm
launch
saying,
until
like, no
the next
one,
couple
I don't-
of
obviously,
seasons.
I
no
don't
one
think
wants that,
so.
but I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. I'm
There's
just
no
saying.
way.
How ma-
There's
how-
no fucking
how many
way. We're
maps
gonna
could this
show
thing
up to
pop
Rally
back?
or Riley
Yeah,
or
I know.
Relay,
It doesn't
and we're
make-
gonna fucking. It's gonna be game 3. We're gonna pull out
it
the
doesn't
Warthog
make sense,
and we're gonna
bro.
clutch
Yeah.
up.
It doesn't make sense, but I'm saying, it just 3v3. You just don't know with that, man.
Do you know that countdown map is a vehicle map?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh
It's a
no, I
vehicle
didn't
map,
know
so
What
they
that.
if they're
walk
trying to
walk
change
around there.
Halo Compass? Like, they're gonna put
Warthogs and shit
vehicles on
on
it now.
Oh,
They wanna
oh,
see
How many
Warhawks
maps
and
is it
defense
launching
maps.
with, fellas?
I don't know. What was
Oh.
the number that recently came out? BHV? Like
I thought it was
6
13.
yeah, something like
13.
Is that including BTB maps?
that.
I-
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
Well, I
think,
think
this,
it's probably 3 BTB maps and then whatever the rest Arena.
this game's gonna be lacking in the map department.
Yeah.
And
I
without
feel like
Forge,
a lot of
it's
games
bad.
come out right now that have like very few maps at launch.
That's because every game fucking like is rushed or just unfinished.
Yeah, it's
I feel
well,
like developers care less and less about maps now than they used to back in the day. 'Cause
No,
like,
they-
when I
they-
watched old Bungie Vidocs and heard like Chris Carney or Max Hoberman talking about like map design and how much like how they came about it and designed these maps and stuff, like it just seems like there was so much more thought that went into it. And now, like developers realize, like maps don't sell games, so it's just like throw anything
yeah,
in
it's,
there and call it a day.
weird. Like that 2007 to like 2010, all those maps across many games were way better than what we have now.
There's a reason the classic Halo games had some absolute like legendary maps.
It feels like we're settling a little bit, you know.
The map stocks have definitely been on its lowest. Say at least.
Okay, let's say in a hypothetical world, there's 3 BTV maps that do their own thing, and there's 10 arena maps. How many of the arena maps do you think are vehicle arena maps? Like 2, maybe 3?
3. Three.
I'm gonna go
Three.
3.
All right, if there's 3,
Downtown
that
one.
leaves at least 6 or 7 regular arena maps. There's no way you're playing Behemoth in a fucking
And we know
in
some of
cost.
the arena maps: Bazaar,
is-
Recharge, Live Fire.
Is there going to be breakout? Did they say
No.
breakout maps?
no.
Fuck no.
Oh, that is kind of
Okay,
so crushing.
let
They'll
me
come
let me
back
chime in here
in-
real
in
quick and
infinite
just tell you
timeline.
guys that the pronunciation of Raleigh is Raleigh.
Raleigh?
Raleigh.
It's
Raleigh?
Raleigh. I
Raleigh?
looked it
Riley.
up multiple times. Raleigh. It's
I
Raleigh.
think you guys are trying to say the word relay.
No, we're trying
Relay
to say
is
that
RELAY.
the
This
name
one
of the
is
place
REL.
in
I was told it's pronounced Relay. So I don't know.
Really?
It was actually
It's
it's actually
Raleigh.
pronounced North Carolina. All right, fuck
It's
the
Raleigh.
city name. It doesn't deserve a
Raleigh.
city name anymore.
Raleigh.
Yeah,
Raleigh.
JD, that's what we're talking about. Oh,
my
Breakout
God, guys.
Breakout was in the
Whoa,
leaks
what?
apparently.
Guys, dude, this is epic. Oh my gosh. I'm playing Halo CE BTB right now, and we're
Okay.
playing on a map called Infinity. It
That's-
all
calm-
makes sense.
Calm down. Okay.
Here, I'm gonna go live in the Discord. You guys can stream this.
No.
for me.
I'm not.
Just
no.
screen
I'm gonna
screen
boot
share.
you from the chat for even talking about CE.
Here, go check that out real quick.
No. We just
Yeah,
the
no,
fact that
no.
you think it's okay to bring up Halo CE during my Infinite stream is just very disappointing. All right. This is what this
Somebody
man
joined though.
this is what this man thinks we want to see. Look at this. Look at this
Yeah,
disgusting. Disgusting
Look
shit.
at how good this game looks. This is amazing. Look, this guy's desperately trying to get a Banshee. Watch this. What are you doing? What are you doing up there, buddy?
Yeah, what is that man doing? He's trying to make some plays. All right, that's enough
he
of the
gonna push it
CE
up?
stream. That's enough. Okay.
I died.
lost like 30 viewers.
Wait, listen. I want
Probably.
to start a big juicy argument. Okay.
Let's do it. Oh shit. I'm back. I'm
Say
back. I'm
argument.
back. I'm back. I
Okay,
left the
Okay,
chat for a little
alright,
bit.
First off, the bulldog not as weak.
No,
as y'all
I think
fucking
the
claim it.
bulldog
The
once
commando still kind of the blue makes it terrible, but it's pretty all right. 3 AR is needs a nerf, but it's not as overpowered as people complain about. 4 sidearm good. 5 I'll
You
get
can
to 5
check,
when it
man.
hits my head, but
All right, so here's my
I'll put that out there.
opinion
I'll
on
give
most of
room
those
to adjust
things.
there.
All right, the AR, I think the AR is slightly overtuned in the sense that I think the damage is fine, but I think it needs a slight range reduction because
Yep.
right now you can kind of snipe someone with that.
yeah, but you agree it's not overly broken.
No, I don't think it's like the
Neither.
worst
It's
thing in
not
the
like
world.
OP. It's
People
just
are
too
crying like it's the
effective at
best
range.
gun in the game. Like, why use a BR? Why use a command?
No,
why
I
use
think
pistol,
like
use AR?
most mid-range fights, unless you just miss, you kill them with a BR every time.
Or a pistol. I stopped using the AR in arena. I started using the pistol.
Yeah. Okay. So here,
go with it.
let me get through all the points. Okay. So I think the AR needs a slight range reduction. I think the sidekick actually is in an okay spot, except the problem is the blue makes it really inconsistent and frustrating because you'll get into gunfights with someone that has a sidekick and you have a sidekick and you slightly fucking pace your shots and they just spam those bitches out and they just because the time to kill on that thing is fast if you just spam it out.
Yep.
And if they
but the
fucking
blue makes it RNG and it's
yeah,
not fair
and I
enough.
hate that. I hate that.
Yeah. Yeah, but you agree that like when you learn how to use the sidearm is actually good.
It has its uses. It's not
No,
like
it's not that it
How
has.
can you
it's
learn
good.
RNG though?
that. Yeah,
No,
I feel like
well, if you fucking played Reach, you would know that you had to like. I know Bloom is bad, but it's still in Reach. For example, you had to fucking learn the Bloom. You get into spam the gun. You just have to pace the shots, and if you do the sidearm or know at what range you could spam, at what range you're not supposed to spam,
Yeah.
you can actually do a lot of work with it.
no, I
Like, if
mean
you
You
watch
could
Frosty or
just give it a
anyone-
recoil pattern like games have done.
On a pistol, I don't think I want that. TBH, I don't know.
I take that over RNG spread.
Yeah,
if,
but
if
I
you're
don't
gonna
know.
try and make it shitty at range, give it a.
I'm just saying, like,
It
watch
rewards
you watch
skill.
like Frost use a pistol during the flight or whatever. Like people that actually fucking made work with it.
I mean, it's already tough to use it at range because the
There-
low aim assist and the fast strafe speed.
it is actually
Yeah.
on controller. It's not very good on at range with the
Yeah.
sidekick. It's like actually hard to use.
Yeah.
It's not like the BR where it just sticks on people.
Yeah, and it's like the BR is much better than the sidekick at range.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And get the sidekick is the weapon that has bloom on it. Like, I mean,
Yeah, I think
don't
you
get it.
can reduce the sidekick bloom a lot, and I don't think it would be an issue.
I didn't complain about it at first because I thought it was just like a visual thing, like the bloom on the DMR.
Oh no,
from Halo 4 and
it
5,
fucking
where
blooms
it,
out
like,
fast.
where it like just didn't really do anything. That was my first thoughts when I saw it, but no, it's sometimes it kind of reminds me of Reach.
I think we're all afraid to overtune a gun to reward skill, but I think there is a skill ceiling missing from all of these weapons. I think.
I mean, that's the
anybody
problem
that
with
plays the
Halo
game for,
weapons in
like-
general. If we're being
Well,
honest.
I mean, The BR, well, I mean, maybe not, but I feel like the BR at least has some sort of skill ceiling.
There is no
Halo for
skill
the
with VR.
past
The VR has been like brain
3
dead. Shoot, it's a laser and infinite, bro. You get
yeah.
like the easiest gun to
Well,
use. right now.
not an infinite, yeah, but that's what I
Oh.
mean. It's too easy to use. I use my dad as like a perfect example of the average gamer. Him and I should not be able to use a gun similarly. I think I should have way more control over it and be able to use it. But the fact that he can just pick up a BR and perfect some dude like pretty easily it kind of sucks.
it makes other guns look really bad.
Your
in
dad's
comparison.
not allowed to get better.
Yeah, your dad's just trying to game, man. You're just trying to hold him back.
Yeah, he's trying to game. He's the other 90% of
Oh,
gamers
yeah.
that
No,
No, I
we don't
think-
think
the
about.
AR having a headshot multiplayer is definitely stupid. Take that out. What the fuck?
Yeah, if you take that out though, I think it becomes a lot fucking weaker. You won't be able to finish people off
Yeah.
with it. That's
But then you don't have to nerf the damage. Like
Well,
the part
and
of
then
the
you can
using a
have the
precision
sidekick
weapon
be a sidekick.
in Halo was the fact that you could have the precision or the headshot multiplier.
Yeah, no, I agree
Why-
with you, but I if you remove the headshot damage on the AR, that's a pretty big
It
nerf.
could be like the H3 rifle.
Yeah,
what the
and
fuck?
think
That's
how
originally was too
yeah,
that
yeah,
way.
yeah, and basically
But
it becomes a
343
close
bad
range
for
weapon.
AR, just saying.
Yeah, but there's something rewarding about popping a shield with AR and then just immediately doming with the sidekick that
rewarding
I don't think a lot.
because it's like you feel like you're on crack.
Yeah, I mean there's you pop a dude once, like you shoot one bullet with the sidekick and you're like, that guy just got fucked.
Gildart
I
says the
feel like-
sidekick needs a nerf. It's a sidearm, not a hand cannon. My man, I think you're using a different sidekick than me, man.
He's using the BR.
Yeah, you're just using a fucking different gun.
He's thinking of
Yeah,
the skewer.
The mangler. He was using the mangler.
Oh shit, he found it.
Did they say there would be a Magnum type
Yeah, it's the
weapon, or
mangler.
is this the only? Well,
We saw
are
the
we
Magnum
getting
in that one image. Remember on Bazaar? It kind of looked like Flagnum or something.
Oh
Remember?
yeah. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
so
it
about.
we
was
are
on, like,
getting
the
at
dude
least
that-
like another like pistol, right? Besides the Mangler.
I don't know about at launch.
Maybe. See it in a screenshot.
Well,
It
you
looks
know,
similar to the Halo 5 pistol,
maybe
I
for
like.
once in our fucking lives we can live without SWATnums. You guys ever think of that?
Could care
mean-
less what they do. They could delete SWAT from the game, and I'd be a happier
Wait.
human.
We keep the
Wouldn't
pistol
care.
shitty, and then SWATnums doesn't exist, and then I'm a happy person.
Then we can have
I want
commandos.
ranked SWATnums.
We can have condoms. New game mode. Commandums.
Yeah.
Condoms.
Dude, SWAT with commandos sounds terrible, man. You missed like
No,
the
that'd
first.
be fun as fuck, dude. You honestly need to get better at the gun. It's
Probably,
fun to
I don't
use.
know.
I
Not
think
close
it's
range.
kind of a laser. I don't really see the bloom
Yeah,
shit that you guys have been
well,
having. I
It,
feel like if you
pops in like
fire it-
later into the clip.
The bloom is annoying to deal with, but it is usable, just not close range. You just get it out down with the sidekick and BR at like closer than medium.
Yeah,
range.
that's the problem. It almost feels like a.
Well, that's not a problem. I mean,
It-
I feel like it's fine if it works better in long range. It doesn't have to be.
Here's
gun.
much
here's
better
my
on
here's my issue with the commando. 343 on these maps is interchangeably placing it with the BR with RNG. But it's not a BR replacement. It's its own gun and should have its own place on the map, as opposed to replacing the battle rifle. If every arena map had a commando and a BR on the side of the map instead of one or the other, I think it would be much better.
Yes. Facts.
Because they're different. They're both quote unquote precision weapons, but they have different. They almost have different roles. It's like the commando strengths aren't the same as the BR strengths. Like they're not interchangeable guns, and 343 wants them to be in the form of like you're playing entire arena games where there's no battle rifle and there's just commando spawns, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
You don't like a gun where you don't like a game where there's no battle rifles.
I don't. It makes me
I
sad.
like a game where sometimes we actually have to just like not the most strongest precision weapon. You know.
Just
Well,
give
then
me a
maybe that's an
game
issue
mode
with the
that's
battle
only
rifle.
needlers all the time.
Okay, thank you, Sumo.
Dude, I props to them for actually making a precision weapon that wasn't the DMR or a BR, and they made it a separate thing. But then they didn't realize they made a new thing, and they're just using it as a diet BR.
Yeah.
It's like a DMR if he like was a track athlete in high school, but then he just got lazy afterwards, and he got a little sluggish and not as great as his
but occasionally he hits his
prior.
former form.
Yeah, like he's kind of just like he took it off the couch. He's slowly getting back into it. That's the marksman, the rifle, or the commando, or the fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like, and this is an issue I've brought up over and over. I don't like the interchangeable weapon spawns. Like I don't like how some games have commandos and not BRs. I don't like how some games have a heat wave instead of a bulldog. I really hate the games on arena maps that have a skewer instead of a sniper. Like I don't want the fucking skewer on live fire. You fuck that. Like it's
supposed to be purely like an anti-vehicle weapon that sometimes you can meme on a person, right? That's the point of it.
I mean, I think that's like, it seems to be the goal of it, but then they give it to me as the fucking sniper rifle replacement.
Why not just keep it as a Spartan laser? I think the Spartan laser was usable against people, and
Because people
no,
cried the
Spartan
Spartan
laser
laser
no
was
skill.
too strong against vehicles.
Spartan laser boring. Screw it, at least you got a fucking aim.
I thought
Well,
the Spartan laser was fine. Like,
Yeah, so did
I
I.
never seen. A
However-
problem
however-
until people started complaining about it. And then I was like,
BHB.
wait, what?
I
This is an
think the
issue?
Spartan laser would be a problem in this game. Like it,
If it was
I would argue in the prior games it was fine because it was on the map. You knew where it was and you could
Yeah.
control that. In this game, it would just fly out of the sky and someone would just fucking
it's-
Spartan laser you. So I don't think
that
it
would be
work.
terrible. But that's why I hate the RNG drops.
Yeah. No,
I
for
mean,
sure.
Okay, a hypothetical crazy game design thing. What would you guys think of the Warthog having a button where you press it and then it like gives you like a brief half-second overshield, and if something strong hits it, you basically shrug it off, and if you miss, it EMPs the vehicle for a little bit. And it's like there's so much anti-vehicle stuff. It would be an interesting way of adding skill for anti-vehicle.
Oh, maybe they have equipment for vehicles, and what you're describing is a piece of equipment. You pick it up,
Yeah.
you get in your vehicle, and then you can do that.
Or like the different
How about
variations.
this? How
of
about this?
Warthog.
If you had repulsor and you were the driver, you could have a repulsor effect like
Yeah.
a Warhog that fucking Baba Booies away from the Warhog
Yeah.
as like
It's
defense
like a
mechanism.
flare.
Yeah.
They actually have something similar in real life where it sees
And then if
the
you had the
missile
shield
coming.
walls, it would be like what BK said was like a 2-second overshield type bullshit on the Warhog. If you used it, or what's the other equipment? Grapple hook, sensor.
Yeah.
Just like if you had that equipment on you, it would have a different effect if you were the driver.
Yeah, I actually, the more I think about it, I think that would actually add a fun, because you can keep the Warthog with low health and then make equipment more valuable. Or if like the fucking drop wall sucks, you'd be like, well, if I get a Warthog, it's actually gonna be like pretty clutch.
Yeah.
I found the only good use for the drop wall is to just chuck it around a corner and then peek with it. You get like half a free shot.
But what do you? Okay, would you guys rather that thing just not be in the game, or buffed?
I don't know.
They need to make it so it's opaque. You can't see through it. And
I have
that's it.
found I don't
Because
hate it.
budget.
I have found some like situations where it comes in clutch. Like
I think,
I'll make an enemy miss like their first 4 shots because they hit the drop wall every time. I just move to a different square. I mean that's big.
Yeah,
Instead of
if you
ma-
like strafe
it-
behind it.
He's a mouse
Yeah.
keyboard player. He doesn't know about moving. He just sits
Me?
still and shoots. What? Nothing. No.
Oh,
no.
I'm
The
not.
guy
I
playing
think-
this
I'm
the
a-
footage right here.
This is controller, sir.
Oh yeah, mouse keyboard plays controller first time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
First time.
hate to see it.
It's easier to fucking strafe on mouse and keyboard. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, this guy's not a controller player.
what you can 80-80 wiggle on the stick?
No, it's fucking easier. You just click the little buttons, you know.
What are your
yeah.
thumbs right now? What are the
Okay.
length and girth of your thumb?
What if they made it, instead of one way, they made it a lot stronger and you had to like shoot around it? Where it's just an
No.
extension of cover that you can see through.
No.
Just a legitimate wall.
Yeah.
I
Well, I
don't know
mean,
about-
Bubble
I
shield.
mean it's like a
like
shitty
a
bubble.
one-way bubble shield. It's not a full
Well,
circle.
bubble shield was annoying. I'm like,
Bubble
Yeah.
shield and then
That's
and
not-
regen. Bubble shield and
Well,
regen.
but
were
yeah,
annoying
but you
as fuck.
Dude.
you couldn't pen the bubble shield. At least if you had a drop wall, you could still nade the side of it and get them.
Yeah. I don't know.
But the whole thing with the drop wall is you can shoot through it.
Yeah.
So like you can't have it like you can't destroy it from the other side.
Yeah. It's not supposed to be a get out of jail free card like that one, like Skazbot said in chat.
How did you guys
Also,
feel about the target locator? That feels like
whoa,
sorry.
hold up. My question about
Worthless?
I said the Bulldog is actually good. and
Yeah, I
wanted to
think
make
I
that
think the
clear.
bulldog is fine.
You know, it's not fine. It's actually good.
I think it's
Like every time
would
I grabbed
grab
it,
it's
I had a good
usable.
time with it.
Yeah.
It's usable.
Yeah.
People try to say it's like a bad shotgun, and it's like, oh,
No, you
what's
just
the
Would
point
you
of that?
rather have a normal shotgun though in the
Well,
game where
then-
you could one shot with it?
I think
Yeah,
that
I'd rather
no.
have the normal shotty.
No. The Bulldog is more. What's so in the Halo
they're filling a
shotguns,
different
usually, like,
role.
Yeah,
like-
it's the commando to the BR.
I
but
like the
wish they didn't
Bulldog's
take out the
range and
normal
fire
shotgun.
rate over the traditional Halo one.
With the traditional shotgun outside of Halo
Gotta
like
be,
5,
2 feet
where
from them.
where the shotgun was just a sniper rifle for no reason because you could aim it in. In like Reach and 3, yeah, you had to be like a foot away from them, or you had to shoot and punch.
Yeah, it filled a different role. It was basically a
Yeah,
super strong
That was
melee.
its role.
Yeah,
like the
but-
bulldog in this with that range, like you could just use an assault rifle. Like
No, the Bulldog
Because
is.
the time to kill is
I'm not saying the bulldog doesn't do damage, like it does, but I'd
excellent.
rather it be filling a more unique role if it was
Yeah,
the
The
PhD
classic
unique
would
role
bulldog.
is that
do
it's
if the-
a fucking dog, and it's good.
And it was so fucking annoying getting peppered by that in the back. Like
The
I hate
bulldog?
that pissed me off. Yes, there was times where people just long distance shooting me in the back with it. It's so irritating.
I think you're supposed
Hey,
to
you know,
turn
you gotta
around,
get
and
shot
fight
at.
him.
If they had the normal
That's
shotgun in the
good.
game, would you be happier with the bulldog?
Yeah, but then like,
Mm,
where would you put it on the map? That's the problem. They
you
would,
just make
it
it
would-
like
you could
it's
just put it
interchangeable.
anywhere. Who gives a
with,
shit?
like-
Yeah.
but they're not fucking interchangeable. That's the problem. It's like
Yeah, well, the BR and Commando arm are interchangeable.
I know, and I
That's
hate it
happening.
already. I hate it.
Yeah, obviously I don't care. So it's they both shoot pellets, so it's
They're like, okay, this
interchangeable.
is the precision gun. This is the shotgun pool. We're gonna interchange
Wait.
these. Like,
Guys, how is it doing a better job than H3 when it can't even one shot? It's a shotgun.
They can't one shot. Yeah, I feel like if it
How's that a better
Just-
job?
just put
I
the
don't-
normal
the
shotgun
Bulldog's
in there
good, dude.
too.
Trust. You're
It's
gonna
A
good,
see
but
shotgun should be able
Yeah,
to one shot.
Krusty at
Yeah,
Rolay,
it should.
and he's gonna be fucking picking up the Bulldog, and he's gonna get a triple kill for a flagpole, and then everyone's like, oh my god, that's fucking sick, dude, roll that back, and then everyone's gonna be picking it up days after. Calling it.
Facts.
But you know, it does suck. The fucking heat wave.
I
tried to
hate
do
the
that.
heat wave.
Oh,
I tried to do that.
I hate it.
I was like, hey, this gun maybe isn't as bad after all, but no, it is bad after all.
It's bad.
No,
yeah.
the heat
Yeah, I hate
wave
that thing.
is dog. At first, I thought the bulldog was worse, but not like after I got used to like using the bulldog further away than I was used to. It's so much better than the heat wave. The heat wave is just dog shit. Like you shoot it horizontally and it does no damage. You shoot it
does bad,
You shoot what's up?
It's just bad. Well, the heat wave does do damage. It's just bad.
Yeah.
I've been using it like a shotgun.
Oh yeah.
Well, Major, I mean, that's kind of how it works. It's a shotgun. Like, it should only be good at close range. And yeah, you can one-shot melee with the Bulldog. I mean, you can one-shot melee with several
Yeah.
different guns, but it's like,
Major, as much as I like real life range shotguns in games like in Tarkov or something, I don't think Halo needs that even in the slightest.
it's just the changes are very unnecessary. Like,
Yeah.
and the classic
Nobody-
shotgun.
Who asked for this? You know?
I think Billy, who really enjoyed getting shotgunned in Call of Duty, asked for it. Should I?
Maybe.
Who put this poll? I'm not staying awake to play Battlefield.
Well, people didn't even vote yes on it, so
I'm just here for Halo. Thank you, everyone. I'm glad to see it. You've saved me a night of sleep. Okay. What else do we want to talk about? Let's see.
The Pelican.
The Pelican.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
that, by the way, that I was gonna say it's a missed opportunity to not have the Phantom drop off the Covenant vehicles in that.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
a
a Pelican coming in with a ghost just looks so stupid.
they'd have to model that, and it's a small team, so
True,
maybe
true.
lower your expectations.
They had the MCC team on this. That's only like 4 guys.
I
We
forgot
gotta
indie
calm down.
developers, I forgot.
You can get the
Yeah.
Pelican to kill you. Sumo got killed by the Pelican in the clip, but he definitely.
You can jump on top of it, and I got taken all the way to the other
Guys,
flag.
I
booth.
don't know what Halo 3 you were playing, but I've gotten many one-shot kills with the shotgun.
Well, yeah, the H3 shotgun was amazing.
Yeah, I got plenty
amazing
of
in
one-shot kills.
Shotgun was ass.
You could ninja with it.
It's
People would
ass
be
at
like,
range, but it should be ass at range.
Two one were good.
It's a better
there's-
shotgun than the Bulldog. The
there's
Bulldog, you
so
could barrel
many,
stuff somebody and not get a one-shot with it.
yeah, there's so
Even
many
the
close
Mauler, you
range
could
guns in
one-shot
Halo.
somebody in competitive settings. The Mauler was a better shotgun.
Can't wait for D4D to take a weird turn for this game and add loadout so I can put a Bulldog as my fucking secondary. It's gonna be great.
Love. There's been leaks that say there are, but I don't know if it's just for campaign or what.
Rex and
Do you guys think there's any more surprise game modes like Warzone or anything big being unveiled in the
think the
coming months?
That's true, big. Very true.
I heard some stuff.
Hey, you think they're gonna make a Ghost Recon type spin-off where maybe it's
Just a battle royale.
Oh, that's yeah. I thought Ghost Recon made that. Thought that was like their thing.
I don't know. I at launch though, I think the answer is probably no. I don't know, but I think like 6 months or a year down the line, I think we get like a Warzone or an Invasion or a battle royale. Take your pick. It's a toss up which one we get.
Actually, now that I think about it, we're not even getting Forge at launch, so I don't know what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
The game is
I think
not
there
ready
will
to
be
be-
some serious outrage if there's like a BR but no Forge and co-op.
Oh, dude.
Like that's
Uh,
just some weird fucking prioritization.
Yeah, but it's Microsoft producing this, so this could happen.
You
How
guys
are they
wanna-
gonna do a battle royale when they can't? When they're only doing 24 players in BTB? Is that just because they chose to keep it at 24? Because
I
mean,
would assume so because I don't know how.
but then the max you could have is 28. I mean, that's still not enough for a battle royale.
Well, how does Microsoft have the server structure to do flight sim where it literally streams data like that, and it's just a ton of data, and it can't just
Bulldog
how
Gang,
little-
it's great.
you know how like
Sorry.
little info players send. You could I think it's just a matter of rendering them. I don't even think it's a network thing.
Okay,
Yeah,
but big question.
this-
BR starts in Battle Royale or sidearm or sidekick starts?
No, fist start. What are you talking about?
This starts, yeah, you're
Fist
smart.
start for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Okay.
This is one of the few games where you could fist start.
But like sidekick would be nice because if that
Plasma
one
pistol.
lucky bastard who got the BR like right at the start, like you want to have a somewhat fighting chance. You know what I mean?
You don't
Well,
want to
that
fist
was
him?
always one of my complaints with battle royale games is that you don't. I always thought you should spawn in, like you should drop in with like one weapon. And then I was really happy Modern Warfare did that.
Yeah, no,
I think I
it
like
could
about
be
that.
either way. You could do sidekick spawns or you could do
Say it.
fist. Here I actually don't think there's enough shit for a battle royale. Like I think the loot pool would be so bland and repetitive. Like there's going to have to be a lot more like maybe that's where the attachments come in or something. Like there's going to have to be more variety to make each game feel different. Otherwise I'm going to pick up a BR and not touch anything else.
Am I crazy? Didn't H5 have just a ridiculously sized weapon pool with
Yeah,
all the
'cause they
racks?
had all the
Didn't
racks.
exist.
The Rex were
Well,
like cool and kind of meh at the same time.
This is on the same engine, is it not?
They told us it's a new engine, BK. Didn't you listen? This is the Slipspace engine.
You know,
This
there's a lot of the same
is the
arguments.
brand new Slipspace engine. It has no parts from the old Halos.
and yet it ships with legacy bugs.
Dude, if that wasn't proof that we're fucking still on the same engine, I don't know what is. And the fact that in one of their fucking videos, there's the H3 debug menu.
Jesus.
So, how much of a fucking whale are you guys willing to be for Infinite?
Dude, if I have to drop
huge.
a hundo every time I open the game just to get some victory royales, I'll do it. All right.
Like, are you willing to buy all the Rockstar and Chips Ahoy and Gatorade?
Hell yeah, dude.
Who do
Monster
you
Energy.
think gets the chief skin first, Fortnite or Halo?
That's true. That's
do you
true.
think
Dude, what
actually?
if they
do you
actually
think
do
there will
collab
be
with
a-
Fortnite so they can get the green guy in this game?
Do you think you'll be able to play actual Master Chief in multiplayer at some point?
Oh, for sure, for money. I don't know.
For
There's Arbiter too.
sure. For
For sure, yeah. And Buck, I mean, all of them. They're really.
Oh,
Gonna
I've
be,
already-
dude,
they've-
Not the chief.
You can. I've already seen stuff for all the Reach characters, like all the Reach Noble 6 team. There's no way they don't
Yeah.
put Chief in there too. No way.
Yeah,
They're gonna milk
absolutely.
that bitch. That'll be like season 3. It'll be like the end of the battle pass. Chief will be there. Then there'll be Black Chief too from Fortnite.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Black Chief's a
They
fucking
can
baller.
they
So.
can do Mark 5 Chief like from CE.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I hope they add Halo 5 armors back too, and just get rid of the new stuff. You can pay a toggle to make everything look like H5.
Oh yeah, they should put toggles for sale. Yeah, people love toggles.
Oh yeah.
This is genius.
Oh my gosh, I have to pay for toggles. This is ridiculous.
Here's my $30, but don't make me spend any more.
New toggle. Oh god, I need it.
I agree, Fredin. They should add kill streaks and finally make this game what it's trying to be.
Yeah, like if you drop a 30 bomb, then the Pelican drops like a scorpion equipped with 10 Norn fangs. Just
Dude, you get 11 kills and you get to be a Pelican gunner. That'd be sick, bro.
oh yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
Do you guys?
Yeah.
Do you guys think there are any more flights, or are we done until the game comes out?
There's gonna be a
Oh,
sneak peek.
There's more.
Well,
There's another one.
One more open one that's like a quote beta when it's absolutely
Open
just
beta.
a
Like
demo.
like a few weeks before the game comes out, or like a month?
Yeah,
No,
I
like
You
like
think so? I don't know. I feel like
late
they kind
November.
of did everything.
no,
Oh, no way.
fuck, not true.
Maybe
I don't know.
You know what? Maybe a surprise firefight.
We're not getting
Flight.
firefight in this game, okay?
Yeah, no one wants firefight. They did a
Dude.
Twitter poll that said no one actually
Yeah.
cares about
Firefight? No,
Oh, yeah,
okay,
no-
legit. I think firefight isn't that good.
that?
It's just a horde mode that like isn't that
Oh
interesting.
yeah,
If
it was Bungie at its
Wait, what'd you say about Firefight?
If they were to bring firefight back, it needs actual innovation. If they just brought back fucking Reach firefight, it'd be the stupidest shit.
Well, okay, well, dude,
No, I
Warzone
think it would. I think it would
Firefight-
be exciting
It's
to play. in
boring.
Halo.
You play it like
What the hell
fucking
happened to
twice and you
Sandbox?
never touch it again.
Alright, did you
No, I
play
loved
Warzone
Firefight.
What's up?
Did you play Warzone Firefight?
No, because I stopped
That
playing
wasn't
H5
actual
before that
traditional
came out.
Firefight.
Well,
No,
it
I
wasn't
think-
traditional
Well,
Firefight.
why did it become okay to hate on Firefight like all of a sudden? This was like a
Hey,
recent thing, a real recent
no,
thing where
it's-
we
it's
all
lazy,
decided that
Because it's
Firefight.
boring.
I
Horde modes are
hate
boring
It's
as
not
fuck.
boring,
Reach.
It's boring.
Ever since
It's,
Reach, I hate firefight.
dude. People loved it back in ODST
No,
I
and
loved it
Reach,
back
and
then
the reason they don't play it anymore is because we haven't had a new one in like 21 years. or
Paul
10,
has
a point.
11 years.
I have to
11
agree
years.
with PopQ too. I feel like the formula hasn't been revised.
Hold on,
and
I have a
so
I have a
that's
serious
the
question.
reason why people don't
like
like it.
talk over each other.
People would
Fuck
love
you.
it if it's a new Firefight. I guarantee it.
But we're not taking into account that the lore means that the Spartans are different, so they can't actually play Firefight because if they
How are
do,
we not
then they'll
talking
cookie
about it right
themselves,
now?
and then they have to go wipe their butts back in the
They have
base.
firefight, they have
Guys,
Spartans
this is-
versus other
this is
Spartans,
good.
Unless they're gonna do a firefight where you fight other Spartans, I'm not interested.
Okay.
Wouldn't that just be PvP?
Yeah, but except this time you're doing hordes of Marines or something, you know?
If they were to bring back firefight, I imagine it's part of the campaign and not multiplayer, right?
yeah, it'll be like in GTA 5 when there's
Oh,
weird missions.
maybe.
You go
And
horde.
Firefight Versus from Reach, like that had potential. They just didn't really do anything with it. And all the game modes in Firefight with Reach, like they
What if
nothing.
they just straight up steal
a-
Gambit from Destiny?
Where you like
Dude, that'd be
invade
cool.
someone else's
I like
game.
Gambit. Gambit's
Yeah.
cool.
I've never actually
I say
played
straight
it.
up steal it because I mean they stole the Halo idea from
You know what?
343.
You have a good idea. You
So
know,
it's fair game.
with the campaign, this is kind of off topic, but Dark Souls, they should implement Dark Souls mechanism.
Oh yeah.
Remember when they were supposed to be
Yeah.
bringing that to Doom
It's
Eternal, and then they
awesome.
were just like, "Nah, we're not putting that out."
Yeah.
You just hope some-
Maybe they'll add a mode where it's Doom Eternal, where you have this multiplayer mode that just dies like almost instantly. That'd be really cool.
I like horde modes. There's times where I want to shoot like just the
Yeah, all
Covenant, but
that
I
is-
don't want to
it's
play the
just
campaign.
Great
No,
way.
if anything, I
for
think
the-
Firefight is a campaign like like a replayability thing. But I bet it comes as part of the package you have to buy.
Yeah,
And I get a playable
Covenant.
John Boyega character in Halo Infinite.
Maybe
Yes.
if he's in the movie, if he's Chief, that'd be
That's
Make
that's a good
make
point, Big
Master
Daddy.
Chief black. That's it. That's all I want.
like Fortnite did, right?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right, calm down.
They did.
Okay, so we talked about. Do we think there will be another flight?
Yes.
Okay. What else? What else can we talk about? What did you guys think of the Rockstar promotions?
I'm gonna buy all the snacks, all the battle passes. I'm gonna personally fund Sarah's bank account and
I
Fernando's.
actually went out today to try and get some Rockstar, and I couldn't find it. I was very sad.
Okay,
I saw Apex
didn't they
banned.
announce them like fucking yesterday?
Yeah, so I was like,
You
you know
gotta
what?
give it
Maybe
some time.
now is not the best time. I might give it like a week or something, but you know.
Maybe then
I
they'll be
miss the
sold out.
days where my adolescent mind got addicted to Mountain Dew for some double XP codes. I had like an actual cold sweats and withdrawals. from
Yeah,
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew's not good. That shit'll fuck you up.
Pretty pog if Doritos dropped the Call of Duty partnership and they worked with Halo instead. I would be.
Yeah, Return of the King.
We
you
would
know?
we would see Sempra. He would send us a picture of his controller.
No.
And it would just
Every
be
time we're
nacho
playing
cheese
Halo, you're
everywhere.
just gonna. Okay, nacho Doritos are ass. I eat the sweet chili heat. Okay, anyways, every time we're playing, you're gonna.
Hey, Purple Bag Gang, rise up, bro.
Is that the barbecue one or?
No, maybe
Is
in Canada,
barbecue
you guys-
Doritos? What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yum.
but Canada's
I've had
got
the
some
purple
weird
one
ass.
Huh? I never had those. I've only had basic Doritos. I don't know.
I don't think I remember liking the purple one that much. All right, hold up. I'm gonna find out.
All right. Well, okay. So Rockstar, they made cans.
I don't think I've had that.
I don't actually like the taste of Rockstar, but
Never had it.
it just tastes like an energy drink.
Red Bull actually is the goated of flavor.
I don't really
and,
like any energy drink flavors, if I'm
I think
being
if
honest.
you're
Gives me-
drinking energy drinks for flavor, you have a problem.
Well, I'm not fucking
because
buying a
none of them taste
Rockstar
good.
just to
No,
kill
if you don't
They
myself.
taste like
battery
fucking.
acid.
They taste like battery acid.
Well,
They
no,
do.
drink
Battery acid with the hint of
blueberry Red Bull sounds pretty good. Or yeah,
The
blueberry Red
only
Bull and,
acceptable
like,
Red
lemon.
Bull is when you drink it with vodka, okay?
The only acceptable Red Bull is spicy sweet chili flavor.
They give me really good heart palpitations, and I kind of feel like I'm dying.
Yeah, you
so-
already have issue. You should not be
feel that about
drinking
Monster.
fucking Red Bulls,
No.
BK.
I used to drink a fuck ton of Monster in college because my friend got me on it, specifically the mango one, and eventually, yeah, I started to feel like I was like 40 years old, dying.
You
Hold on,
be like,
Republic.
I so aware of how my heart feels.
Does
Yeah.
NOS still exist? I thought that shit was.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, it still
Dude,
does.
Nos is like 3 times stronger than Red Bull, and that should
Four
actually
Loko
also
in
make me
America,
pass
right?
out.
That's good.
You guys still have Four Loko?
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah. I actually thought at one point it was illegal, but I think you
It
can
was
still get
Banned in
it.
Canada. My roommate had one that he never opened because it was banned for that reason.
Dude, those fuck you up.
Yeah.
You do.
That was like when I was in high school. That was like you'd fucking get some Four Locos and go wild.
Decide empty can of Four Loko. Fox News.
Four Loco got nerfed.
It did get nerfed.
Okay. Do we have any other Infinite things we want to talk about? Does chat have any questions? I'm running out of topics here.
Comp settings.
MCC. Oh yeah. Let's talk about comp settings. What do you guys think they should be?
Could either BR starts or sidearm starts with BR pickups, and then have good maps.
Just yeet the
I-
AR out of comp altogether?
Oh yeah, the radar.
Well, yeah, get the AR out of there. I don't think it should be sidekick starts. I really don't. I'm thinking it's going to be BR starts,
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
or maybe
I
it is
hope it's
commando. I don't know.
start. Yeah, I hope
If it was
it's commando.
commando, I
start.
wouldn't mind that either.
I think
I
we
mean,
can all
the
say we don't
commando can
mind
kill
commando
too
start.
quick. I mean, not too quick, but really quick. Like if you're in close range. Like I mean,
Actually,
it has a fast TTK if you hit
Yeah.
all your shots, and I
Yeah.
just think that would look weird.
I think sidekick
Um,
starts would be dog shit because a lot of the gunfights would come down to RNG.
Bro, watch
Yeah,
Frost.
that's a big thing. Plus, I don't want to see like I don't want the battle rifle to be a power weapon on the map. Just think that's weird.
Alright, another thing. H5 radar.
The one that they flighted they put in the last flight and everyone bitched about and they put back the regular radar. You want that back?
Well, I never played that one.
I think
flight,
it's
but
fine for comp, but for social,
I don't want people to go off the radar if they're fucking running or
Well,
jumping, you know what I mean? In a game like this. For grappling. Or,
I think the comp should just have no radar and social should have always on
you
radar.
want to get fucking grappled on and just teabag?
yeah, I think it should have no radar.
Damn. bro.
I didn't care about the way the radar was in the first flight. Like, I didn't care either way what they did with it, if they reverted it back to this or if they kept that. But after playing this flight, yeah, I think I would take the first radar that we had, because like I thought, having the radar this way, how it usually is, it promotes crouching, and I ran into a lot of people crouching. And crouching plus BXB being a thing, that made it really bad.
Well, you wouldn't have
Yeah,
to crouch
I
to
think
hit
you
the
can.
radar,
I
just
think
walk and you'll be off the radar. But if you run, you will.
yeah, you can do the original
Yeah, actually,
radar
you might be right.
for comp. I think that's fine, but I think casual needs the always on radar.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world there.
I mean, I think the other radar is like weird, and for comp it's fine. I think that could work, but the problem is they were like flighting it with like people who play campaign. Like that needed to be flighted with like the pro team, and that's probably where it came from. Would be my opinion. My guess is
Yeah, they had Fernando test that shit
the
and
pro team was like, hey, the HCS H5 radar worked really well. We should try that in Infinite, and they were like, okay, and then they put it in the first flight, and everyone's like, what the fuck is this?
What equipment should be in comp?
everything.
Yeah, honestly, fuck it. Yeah, all of it seems fine
Everything.
so far.
Everything.
Well,
Yeah.
nothing is. It's either like bad or on. I think it should be because it like promotes skill. Like, what don't you think should be
anything-
in there?
I mean, I don't think you should be able to, the threat sensor. I don't
Okay,
think
but
you
that
should be
thing's
able to
just
shoot
dog
that in
shit
a room.
altogether. I guess
Yeah,
sure you
it's
can
dog-
eat
It's
not
you can
dog
eat that
shit.
out of there.
I don't think you should be able to. Yeah.
I don't care about that thing,
What about you think the repulsor should be?
dude.
in?
Hell yeah, the repulsor,
I
man.
don't want them to take out all like the goodies and just like
No,
strip
so
this
here-
game
here-
down
yeah,
for
here's the
comp. I don't
problem.
want that. Some people do. I don't.
They do. Here's the problem. You start taking out things that are like slightly borderline, and we just end up. Don't get me wrong, H3 is a fantastic game.
Hey,
But we end up with a comp game that is extremely watered down, and you take out all the shit besides the fucking battle rifle, the rocket launcher, and the sniper, and you just want to play that for 10 years.
yeah. So
like,
yeah, I do think. That
I think
we
the
should take out everything
repulsor and the
just
grapple
BRs.
yes, the repulsor and the grapple shot will make for some fantastic clips, and there will be
yeah.
times where someone will get yeeted off the map with a repulsor and they'll throw a fit on Twitter. But like, I think overall it'll be beneficial for the comp scene to have some fun stuff in it.
Yeah, I just feel like with the repulsor though, I feel like that is the best equipment, and I feel like it does a lot more than the other equipment. Like, just think
repulsor?
everything you can
Nice.
do with it. You can launch yourself up with it. You can, launch enemies back, launch grenades and rockets away. You can pancake people with it, knock them off the edge.
Yeah.
I feel like it does a lot.
You,
I think
you
it-
guys are sleeping on the fact that like overshield and invis shouldn't be changed. I think they absolutely should be changed for comp, where you can't pocket it.
Yeah, I don't like
I-
the pocketing
I don't
stuff
like
even
that.
for social.
I don't like that. I don't like what they did with the power ups at all. I mean,
who,
like
who asked
we
for that?
talked
Who was
about
like,
it
"Oh,
before.
it'd be cool if I could pocket it."
It is just so awkward when you have a grapple hook. And
I
then you
hate
go to
it,
pick up an
man.
overshield,
I
and then you have to use the
posted-
overshield, and then you pick up the grapple hook and run away. Like,
I-
it's just it's so dumb.
I posted a clip on that of that interaction on Twitter, and I got a bunch of replies saying like, "Yeah, it's like that, so you have to make a decision." What fucking decision is it? I want to pick up the overshield, and I have to fucking stand there for 10 seconds to get my shit
And
back. That's
drop
not a
your-
decision. That's just
You-
fucking
you're
really awkward.
yeah,
And you're just sitting there dropping drop walls while it has a long ass cooldown. You're like, "Oh, I just want to grab OS, bro."
Yeah.
If the grapple hook's in comp, do you think you should be able to grapple weapons in the flag?
No, I think they already
Mm,
said they're going to get rid of flag grapple, didn't they?
I think you'll be able
um,
to grapple it to you, right?
hopefully.
You just won't be able to yeet it over the map.
I don't even like that. I mean, that's.
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know.
I mean,
if
think
that-
if the flag is in mid on Bazaar and
Yeah,
you're
and
just
you could
peeking
just
through the
grab
double
it.
doors. You just grab it with the grapple hook. That would be so stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know if you should be able to grapple weapons either. Like, that could be kind of lame.
Yeah,
maybe.
I
Did
mean,
you
you
guys
can
ever
you can
waste
already
one of your
combat
3
evolve. You can
grapple
already
shots on
nade
that?
them to you though too. So it's
yeah,
not
but
like
that's
the
as-
weapons
not
are
as
static.
easy to do.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Did you guys? Because I mean, in arena you only get 3 grapple shots. Did you guys ever actually
I don't
grapple
think
weapons?
I don't think I ever
I
like.
did.
I think I did it just like to see if you could do it, but I don't remember like doing it.
Besides like rockets, would you guys even think about that? feel like it's not like an issue unless it's.
No, you'd really only want to do it for a power weapon like a sniper or rockets or something. You're not gonna fucking. Well, I don't even think you can grapple the wall stuff, can you? It has to be like a spawned power weapon.
I just
Really-
hope there's. I hope there's lineups
Say
so you
least, I hope they
can
listen
combat
to the pros
evolve.
except for Frosty when it comes to comp settings.
Yeah.
At
Jesus.
least, I think
least
that they
everyone-
need to have an AI
They should
that's
just
voiced
talk
by
to
Ubernick.
Elamite, Walshy, and then Snakebite.
How do you
They
guys?
don't call
how do
them
you?
pros.
How
Because
do
they're
you guys
pretty
feel?
big. And then don't listen to Frosty.
Oh my
Don't
God.
listen to fucking.
All right, all right.
Rash, what are you saying?
How do you guys feel about there being the first Halo Infinite LAN like a week after the game comes out? And
It's gonna be
BHB,
pretty
did you
funny.
stop
It's
being a
gonna be
bitch
pretty
yet
funny.
and decide to come? This is a twofold question here.
Listen, it's close to launch, man, and it's close to Christmas.
No, not really. Not really. It's like 2 weeks.
I think
away.
I think here's the problem. I think in an ideal world you set it a week or two back, but then it's on Christmas. And like I think they put it on that weekend to not interfere with Christmas, but then you have it a week out from launch and it's going to be like a fucking like it's going to be such a fiesta in
What
terms
date
of
does it
skill.
start?
It is the Friday after the game releases.
I mean,
Or
they had
not
the
like the
Halo
first
4
week, like the week after.
Remember the Halo 4 tourney they had before the game came out? They did
That was different. That was all invited comp players though. This is an open bracket tournament.
Yeah, it's a land.
Yeah, but I thought you were just talking about how I thought you thought it was weird because how close it is to launch and people aren't going to have time to practice the game. I thought that was the concern there.
Yeah, but it's different, I think, when it's a pre-release thing, because that's kind of the whole gist of it. This is like the first HCS event, you know? Like, this is like...
Yeah, and that was the first, like...
This is a
MLG event.
$250,000 tournament. This isn't like a marketing thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, everybody's on a even playing
Good
field.
news, fellas. It doesn't
Are we, though?
interfere with
Are we,
market
though?
this
Because
year.
you know some pros have access to the game.
They're not called
That
pros.
was
They're
that was the
heroes,
case
okay?
with that was the
Heroes.
case with fucking Halo 4 too. Some people had the
Yeah.
game early.
Yeah. Without a doubt, sponsored pro teams have access to this game.
Like Ninja won that tournament. He played the game early.
Yeah, without a doubt. Like not that it's not the biggest issue in the world, but like open bracket. Sorry, my voice cracked. Open bracket amateurs that just show up like will 100% be at a detriment than like the pros that are on those sponsored HCS teams.
Yeah, I mean it's always been that way though. Those teams like the
Yeah, I
same
mean, you
teams,
just
same
get
players
resources.
sticking together.
Yeah,
All right, if you guys are FA for raw, what the fuck is it pronounced?
I don't know.
Really,
Raleigh?
really.
No,
It's
Sumo looked up the
North
correct
Carolina.
pronunciation.
Free agent for North Carolina.
Anyone free agent for North Carolina? Put in the chat.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
just
If
spread it
you're
out.
if you're gonna be there and you
Put
want to
F
lose
/A.
to Sempra and I, just let us know.
It's gonna be a fun event, regardless you're playing or not. I feel like people
Yeah.
just want to experience a Halo.
I mean,
Halo
I
LAN again.
yeah, I think
the
it'll be
new
cool
Halo.
to finally have a Halo LAN again. I think it would have been more ideal to not have it like the week
Raleigh,
after it
that's what
launched.
Sumo said.
Raleigh, okay,
Yeah.
all right, Raleigh. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
would've been
think
good
it's the
enough,
end of
yeah.
the world. We'll have other Halo LANs. What we'll see from this one is that the results from this one won't be the results 6 months or a year down the road. Like the teams that do well in this, like some of them will be good at the game, but I think some teams will like results will widely differ once teams have had actual time to
When
practice.
there's tournaments right after game launch, it's always really cringe. Like in 6 months from now, you're gonna watch it back and be like, "Oh, this is just, it's
Well, I
painful
mean,
to
yeah,
watch."
like that for. Well, you say that because they don't know how to play the game correctly yet, or like just because the
Yeah, they
settings aren't
just
correctly
haven't
figured out, or,
learned
like,
it. Yeah,
the game's still
everything,
new.
the settings aren't figured out. They're playing like stock Halo basically, and it's not tuned. It's not tuned for them yet,
Yeah.
and they're not
It'll
tuned
be
to the
funny
game
in
yet.
that regard, but sure, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see, Fredden, what maps and settings we play.
Yeah, the maps ain't looking too good right now. The ones we got.
Yeah.
I mean, this one that you have in front of us, I think will be okay with strongholds. Bazaar is kind of Pega, even for CTF. And then-
isn't that bad? I like Bizarre.
And
Hey,
Sumo,
fuck you,
you're,
bro. Hey,
uh,
everybody spit on him.
Recharge, the one with the dummies, or is that
Fuck
live
you.
fire? The one with the dummies,
That's
it's like
live fire.
it's like a social map. I don't feel about that being a comp.
That's Bizarre that you're thinking about.
No, the one with the dummies in
Uh,
the grass.
No,
Live Fire might
Bizarre.
be one of the most uninspired maps I've ever played outside of all the Black Ops 3 maps.
It just feels like the if someone was testing Call of Duty mechanics and they just needed a
Yeah, that's-
default map,
It's
they'd load up
it's a
live
blocked
fire.
out map. Yeah, they call it like blocking, and that's what they do for testing mechanics. I don't understand why that's still in the game. It is so unbelievably bland.
Yeah.
I hope you know how there was a Griffball like thing that blew up when Griffball was popular and shit. I hope Infinite gets that same kind of treatment.
What
I
the
hope
fuck
there's
is
some dedicated
Griffball?
Ricochet forgers, and then there's like communities all about Ricochet. Because I'll be all over that.
We don't have Ricochet in the game yet. You need to
Yes,
stop
we
getting
do.
your
It's
hopes up.
confirmed.
No, no,
It's
no,
confirmed.
no,
BB.
no.
Arash, you're not invited to the team.
Just wait until the Ricochet Forge maps, okay?
Exactly.
You guys will. You'll have
Ricochet's
to
gonna
wait a
have its
long
own league.
time.
It's gonna have its own attention. It's gonna be like the new fucking Rocket League.
Okay, do you guys think this game should have been delayed?
No,
You should have been
It
delayed.
was delayed.
I don't
Well,
think.
I
I don't
mean,
think there's a world where
financially-
you delay this again.
No, I mean
No.
on the gameplay side. Obviously, financially.
No, I
like,
think the gameplay, like the core gameplay, is really fun.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
they
but I mean,
did a
like
good job there. Like,
feature wise, you guys think it's rich?
I mean,
well, I guess it's
the
a
only
free-to-play.
feature.
I don't think it needs. I don't think you delay it again. You don't delay it again. That is not the answer.
Would you have rather it did launch with more features though?
What
Are you-
feature? Like,
are
what are
you
we
just-
talking about? Are we
Of
talking
course.
co-op?
Co-op Forge, obviously, I think
course.
I definitely think there's going to be a shortage of maps, maybe a shortage of weapons. I think it's going to get stale pretty quickly on launch and be a great game way down the line, just like H5.
Yeah.
That's my fear with it.
This is what they should take the team who they should make it a fan project. Okay, whoever can make Forge, they'll pay them later.
Did they have-
Community make it?
343 is the fan project, bro.
No.
got
Give them
bad
whatever
news.
they have right now.
You
and
know
say,
what?
"Okay, finish this."
What I don't understand with Forge is like 343 isn't making it. Like a different company is. What were they
Yeah,
doing?
that's really weird, right?
How did they not
What
finish
was-
a project when it was like
Excuse me,
their
What was
only
the
role?
co-op team doing?
The
What-
co-op
what
team
were
was
those
taking a
co-
nap. Calm
You know,
down.
wait, listen. Co-op. The problem with co-op was that the change in directors, they really fucked them
What-
up with the direction
What,
of the
the 8
campaign.
gameplay directors? Do you think that caused issues behind the
Yeah,
scenes?
because they said like they kept. If you read that Reddit post, they had to change like the entire
Yeah.
direction of campaign at what point due to like how co-op is going to function and like all this other crap. But Forge is a different story because they have no excuse like that. Like why would anything change
Yeah.
along development for Forge?
I wonder, do you guys think the Halo Infinite campaign will just be like a Far Cry style open world thing?
Oh god,
Like-
Ubisoft Tower
Like in,
Tower?
The
yeah, the
towers?
instant Ubisoft Tower route, like Microsoft said, all right, we're not delaying this game anymore. You're the 9th gameplay director in the last week. You're just gonna make this fucking thing have towers and side missions, and then that's it. It could absolutely do that.
Halo Infinite doesn't.
You gotta
exist.
climb a Forerunner tower and like the fucking beam laser thing and shoot in the sky to symbolize
I
you.
hope Arbiter just talks in your ear all the time, like just about like his day too.
Yeah, there's gonna be crafting in
Nice.
Infinite. You can fucking
Sempra, I'd like you to take a look at the poll in chat.
yeah.
just
I
when you have
laughed.
some
I
time.
saw. I said nice pull. Hey, I paid for the application except I just
Did
need to
you?
get 2 references.
Nice.
I
I'm
asked
gonna-
my girlfriend and someone else.
Nice. I'm gonna finish booking all my shit tonight, just so it's all booked. Cause I looked up flights earlier, and they're actually like super cheap right now. So I'm gonna book them before they go up. But
I think we covered
Do
everything
you,
pretty much.
Did you get a
Yeah.
spec pass?
yeah, I just bought a spec pass in case we don't play.
Did you get the VIP spec? pass?
No, that was sold out, and also I don't care.
I wanna
Did you
be
get
the
a spec
VIP.
pass?
Not yet.
What's
But-
up,
So wait,
Didn't 343 invite you though as like one of the hero team members?
dude? 343 doesn't give a fuck
Tell
about me.
them. Tell them you're.
343 looked at my channel and they're like, "Wow, that shit's dead,"
you-
and then they fucking
Yeah, you said
revoked
that,
it.
But you were DM'd by the community manager, were you not?
Like, oh, when I got invited. That was before
Yeah,
my
I mean,
channel died. That was a different time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was pre the death of RS TV.
A dead channel plus ratio is what he said in your replies recently.
Honestly, if I tried to message him again, he'd just be like, "Who the fuck are you?" And he would send me a screenshot of like my most recent clip having 100 views.
Oh, 6284 has a good point. They could have just, at the bare minimum, released a basic map editor before they had like a
Hold
fully
Hold on.
idealized
What?
Forge.
Sempra didn't want to read his name.
Yeah, right. I noticed that too.
No, I thought it'd be
picked
funny
up-
if I
I
just
picked
said the
up on that.
numbers.
I just
Anyway,
call 'em
that's what's
big.
besides the point. Like, we just had a simple map editor.
Yeah. That's
Haven't they shown that in trailers, like, or at least with these leaks?
Yeah,
Haven't
like
they been using
that'd be
Forge shit?
that'd be ideal to give us a stripped down version of Forge at launch, but like I get why they can't, why that isn't just that's easier said than done. I mean,
think
because the Forge
this-
they're creating, they're not creating two different versions of Forge. They're creating one Forge right now. and
I
that's
think they
hopefully
delay
a really
that
advanced
Forge further and instead make everything gray and then just make it Halo Reach.
Oh,
I feel like that would do better for the game. Gray prefabs just everywhere.
You think?
Yeah.
Mr. Halo follower
Nick-
told me you can import your own textures into Halo Infinite Forge, so
Well, he doesn't exist.
So I
I
can
can
put a
if that's
I
true,
can
that's
put my own
Btb
personal favorite
animated.
JPEGs.
yeah, you could
into
just
a map.
put pictures of a little thing of yours all over the wall.
So
That's
it's like
hot.
Gmod where you can
That's
import
hot.
your
This is
your
the
own
future of
sprays.
gaming. This is what's gonna make Infinite blow up. It's not the gameplay. It's the freedom to create.
Do you guys,
freedom
do you
to
guys
be a
remember
hero.
the most upvoted file share in Reach?
In Reach or in H3? I remember in H3 it was all the sand trap pictures of naked women.
Yeah, in
Yes.
Reach it was a Forge thing where you grav lifted into a woman. I hope that comes back, but now it's fully textured in like an 8K.
That reminds me, like, remember if it, maybe like one or two people in the chat, but if you've ever played Smash Bros. Ultimate on Switch, their fucking browser for maps has all that too. People just make art
Yeah.
and it just like
Yeah.
anime chicks with giant breasts and whatever.
Is the map editor for Smash actually good?
No, God, it's terrible.
Oh,
It's not like anything crazy. It's pretty.
It's great for making big anime titties.
It's great for making
you know?
art, but it's
I don't
not
think
like,
you can import sounds, Woods, but I don't know.
bruh.
A lot of the map
Mind boom
are,
effect number 3.
the thumbnail for the map is like play Smash Brothers on Obama, and then it's just like a platform, and you can't even see anything.
It's so funny, man. The art is amazing. I just browse that crap for the art. What people make is more entertaining than the maps they can actually play.
Yep.
All right.
So
Chat,
I
do you
just
have
wanted to-
any questions or topics you want to hear discussed? I think we've hit most things. I think at this point we're just bullshitting. Although apparently someone's about to raid me, so we might have to keep going.
A white
Oh.
radio.
That's a moo moo raid.
Yeah,
that
I don't know
guy,
what that means for sure. To be
Yeah,
honest,
That'd be
That
huge.
guy, yeah.
that's a shoot.
Talking
That's
about
a
moo-moo,
train.
I need to go take a poo poo, so I'm
Alright.
actually gonna dip out. So it was nice talking with you guys about how good Halo CE BTB is.
All right, just get him
Yes.
out of here.
Get him out of
Yeah,
here.
All right, I got rid of him. He's trying to talk about CEBTB again. We can't have that. Do you guys think they'll make any changes to the aiming between now and launch?
You know, there's a strong chance they'll listen to the community, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't
No.
either.
I would bet money that we see a red reticle on PC.
I don't think so. They literally came out and said the reason it's not there is because of cheaters.
Yeah, but that's not how that works. Like, how many other games have that?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like other games have red reticle, and the cheats that he was describing, like other games without red reticle, people do that in.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah, I mean,
talk about band-aid fixes. It's just
you
no,
know what it
give me
is?
my
It's
red
a
reticle.
it's a bug that they have that he's like, oh, we can't fix this, guys. What's it?
Yeah.
Hackers.
Yeah, it should be in. I mean, like I said, console players have it, and it's also like they just look at it as like a visual thing. It is just that you still get the aim assist, but it is so freaking weird just not having your reticle red. And
I think it makes
it almost makes
controller
me
harder
feel
to
like my
use.
reticle's not on them at times
Yeah.
because it's not turning red. I
And
mean, it's red reticle's always been in Halo for 20 years, and now you're gonna take it
You
out.
know what though? I want to be able to change the color of the reticle. I want it to have blue or green when it hits enemy. You know what I mean?
I think it already
want-
does that because when I saw
Does it?
APG playing in the bots, his shit was turning yellow. So I think it must turn whatever color you set it
Well,
to.
good. I want that.
Yeah. I wonder if it changes to the color that you have the enemies.
Also,
As a mildly colorblind person, the outline changes from last flight to this one are huge, by the way.
That's good because
Before
I didn't even
straight
notice a
up couldn't
difference.
I couldn't see people before. I maybe it's all in my head, but I can definitely tell enemies a lot better, especially in low light and if they have dark armor.
Rash,
Yes.
until Infinite is still like 2 months away.
Yeah.
Maybe we just fucking play H5 and get Xboxes. You
I
know?
can get a free one. Do you want to actually? BK's been trying to get me to get it for literal years now.
Yeah, what I mean, like,
yeah,
you're right.
it's what game? I zoned out a little bit.
An Xbox to play H5.
Oh yeah, well actually I recently rehooked up my Xbox and H5's FOV is so low that I get nauseous now. So you don't have to
Yeah.
do that anymore.
When I tried to play it on PC without the FOV mod, it hurts.
Yeah, it's like it's the classic Bungie looking through a paper roll type FOV.
All right. Scrappy Patty says, "Oh, hold on. Unreal, no, you can't play custom games on the flight unless you never closed it." I don't know, because I saw one of the Sudeth twins still playing, I think. I don't know. I'm assuming he just never closed the game. But Scrappy is asking which input has better aim and which one has better movement.
I mean,
I
controller
think
movement is
yeah,
always going to be better.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure for movement.
Controller for
Well,
both.
Yeah,
did you
I mean,
guys
I
have
agree.
issues with the what is it, clamber?
Nah.
I didn't. No, the
You-
aiming in this, I honestly feel like it'd be better with mouse.
No. Did you
'Cause of
play
how
it all?
little aim is.
No,
It's
no.
almost.
Did you play it
yeah,
all?
I did play. Yeah,
On
I
mouse
did.
and keyboard?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Did you?
But yeah,
No, I don't
I-
think you did.
I asked two
I
Halo
think
sweats
it's
who play
better
mouse
on-
and keyboard what they
I
thought, and they
did.
said it works better than MCC and H5.
Dude, I
for-
don't know,
Okay,
man.
Rash, would you
Well,
agree?
H5 hold on.
Is aiming on a mouse better than aiming on a controller if the controller's not getting aim assist?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, I
you
guess if you're playing on a
basically had no
PS5
aim assist.
controller.
Basically, had no aim assist.
No, that's not true though. Yeah, at certain ranges
That
it
is
doesn't.
very
I
true.
agree. But like in a primary range for most of the fights in Infinite on the arena maps, you have aim assist.
Barely any.
No,
With the-
Not if
it's-
you use
sidekick.
the
it's enough to like it helps. Like,
Shooting across the top of Bazaar right there.
Okay, yeah,
barely
you
have
don't
aim
you don't have
assist.
it there, but Bazaar is just a shitty map. So
Well, I'm
You
saying
guys-
that's not a huge range right there, and I think that's easier on mouse and keyboard.
But here's
Or-
the thing. I think we can all agree that the aiming does not feel nearly as crisp as it should for probably the biggest arena shooter for like
But
the next 10 years.
I feel like that's mainly due to the low aim assist. I mean,
Well,
that's
it's
why
just not. It
feels-
doesn't
that's why
feel
it's so
crisp
hard.
on.
Hey, I actually
on
really
mouse
like
and keyboard
aiming
either.
on controller, but mouse keyboard I haven't tried. But I did ask two Halo sweats what mouse keyboard felt like, and they said it works better than MC.
Yeah,
and
he just
H5
DM'd
All right,
Siri
all right, so
and
here-
I
here-
don't think
No,
that
here-
counts.
not even no. I
Here-
mean like
here-
actual
here's
people
the
who
thing,
fucking know
Sempra.
life Halo.
I get it. I do think it's better in ways. Also, H5 Forge isn't even a comparison point. The mouse aiming in that
He-
game
he
has
just
literal
is like the best mouse
has
keyboard
literal
experience
input
for
lag,
past
so
Halo.
that you're fucking
And
like
the point
playing.
was that it's the
You're
best
playing
yet.
through fucking water.
The point. was that it was the
I
best
get your
yet.
point. Okay, there's like it's probably like more responsive and better in Infinite, but the mechanics of Infinite with how fast people strafe, it's hard to track on mouse and keyboard.
Your
But
2 words. Get good.
I
That's
mean,
really hard on controller too.
no, it's not. I fucking
Yeah.
did it. You just stand there. You just strafe
Well,
back
I
and
feel-
forth with them.
No,
You do. It's so much easier,
All right,
man.
get on Infinite.
Nah,
FFA right now.
it's not.
FFA right now.
it's
Right.
not.
Hey,
Go-
touch me, I got your back, bro. I know what you mean though.
Go.
Especially at the distances where you're basically getting no aim assist.
Yeah, I agree. There's not enough aim assist in the game.
All right.
At-
mean, I
at
don't-
long
I don't
ranges,
I
at
don't-
close
whatever.
range, it's a little ridiculous. It's not finely tuned. It should be This should be
just think it's
perfection where we can't argue over this.
I think it's just really hard to aim in this game, and like
Yep.
each input method wants to blame the other.
I like
Or
aiming with
wants to-
control on this game. It feels more
Or
rewarding.
each input method wants to point to the other as being the dominant one.
I
Because
mean, that's
they're
gonna
not doing
be
good on the one
that's
they
gonna
parent.
be like every
No,
fucking
Skaz,
thing.
I don't
But
want
think
higher
that
bullet
especially
mag.
with this game
It's
because it's so
good
hard
how
to-
it is now.
No,
The game
I
feels
like the
rewarding
bullet
more.
mag where it is. You actually have to fucking
Yes.
aim at people.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like I actually
I
have to
like
use
that
my
everyone
thumbs.
can't shoot.
Like, God forbid having to use your thumbs for once in a Halo game.
On a side note, I did get considerably more FPS on a controller than a mouse and keyboard for some reason.
Someone actually
I
came
hope
in the
that-
other day. I was memeing about that, and they explained why, and I don't remember what the reason was. It had to do with fucking something. I don't remember what it was. It was
Right,
just
you know,
stupid.
That means a lot.
It's
Yeah.
lower sense.
Yeah.
No, it
Doesn't have
didn't.
to
It
load
wasn't.
things as fast.
Yeah, I don't fuck. No, it wasn't like a sensitivity thing. It was like
Is it
when-
like Microsoft's
I've
big?
I've never had it in any other game ever, so I think it's just the
Maybe
game being jank.
here, Microsoft is doing this to sell more controllers.
Well, you know,
Ah.
PS5 controller did not have any
All
aim
right.
assist at all.
So not bringing up controller versus mouse. Do you guys like the strafe speed in this game,
No, way too cracked, bro.
dude? It's
I
so
like it.
fast.
It's fast, but I
It's
love
so
that.
fast. You like? I feel like there's like it almost feels like janky. Like there's like a missing animation. Like the
I-
character just
I
yeets
know
from
what you- I
side
know
to
what you
side.
mean. I know what you mean,
There's,
but I just
there's
thought it felt
literally no
smooth.
animation smoothing between it. He just snaps back to the other side.
It feels like
I just
not.
think that widens the skill gap. I mean, I started feeling like my strafe in H3 on MCC just doesn't even do anything.
Oh,
anymore,
it
'cause
doesn't. It doesn't. They're like
it's
they're.
just so easy to shoot.
I think there could have been a middle ground because like the MCC games, there's no strafing, man. You just fucking
No.
four
And-
shot everyone.
And this is one of the games where you can crouch while you're moving.
Yeah.
You couldn't. I mean, there was only like I forget. I think Halo 5 was like the only game you could do that in,
No, you could do it in
Before they-
4.
or maybe 4. I mean, they updated MCC to where mouse and keyboard can do it.
No, you could do it. Well, I guess true. Okay, I never
I'm
played
talking about the OG games.
old OG Halo 4, but like Halo.
I did, and I will tell you right now, you can crouch while
Thank
walking.
you. Okay. What?
Okay.
Okay. So I
Most of the
think
games
it's
are
just been a 3-4-3 thing because I think you can do it in H2A also.
You can
But,
also do it in Reach back in the day.
No, Reach
I
you
think
had
you
to
just have to
do it
Reach
in
you had to
Reach.
like slightly slow down.
No, you had to slow down. Yeah.
I just watch you BXB
Oh, you mean
with
like
rockets, by the
instantly
Yeah,
way.
go
I
from
did.
running to crouch?
Yeah.
You can't hold. Yeah, you can't be
Okay,
walking.
then yeah,
and
you
then just
couldn't do that in Reach, but it's still true about H4.
Yeah. But I don't mind that. I think it adds in like another layer of like skill to a gunfight. Like it looks awkward when someone's like crouch spam strafing, but it can throw off, like you can win a gunfight doing it. I don't mind it.
Yeah. It
No,
makes it
there's
harder,
a
and, like,
reason why
that's kinda how
Apex removed it recently. I don't think it belongs in the game.
I think it does belong in the game.
Well, you know what? Apex disagrees.
Maybe it was better with like when you couldn't. Because,
Apex
like,
had some broken shit though where it was like not correctly working, right? Because it was like the tap strafing or
No,
whatever
they-
the fuck they called it.
They fixed that a while ago, but the crouch spam strafe thing was removed recently because I forget the reason, but I don't
I'm
like
gonna
it.
go on and play Apex right now. I haven't played the game forever.
Dude, I'm unbanned. I can play now. So if you want to play later.
Well, I said I'm uninstalling it. I don't care
Oh
about
fuck. Okay. Sorry, I misheard you.
the dead
I
guy.
heard that.
Good. Okay.
I'll tell you what, I'll reinstall.
Battlefield? Hey, spam Battlefield in chat if you want Arash to play.
I'm
with
not
us.
gonna stream Battlefield tonight, guys. It starts like 2 a.m. If I play
If-
it, it'll be right before bed, and I'll be veg the fuck out.
If-
how was
if
I
you understand being
banned in
vegetable-
Apex? My account like got hacked or something. I don't know. I just had
He
to
was
email
account
them.
trading.
Sempra was trying to play on my account. He forgot to uninstall his hacks, and just he got me.
He wanted me to boost his elo. He wanted to get up bronze, so I put him in his silver.
is bronze even in a rank in Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Literally the lowest one.
Nice. That's me. But okay. Trying to think of some new Infinite topics. I think we're out. I think
The Rockstar energy drink.
we talked about
the
that.
black
It,
and gold
it
skins.
exists. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the skins. Do you guys care about those?
Dude, I'll buy it because I'm gonna be an infinite whale.
Yeah. I expect.
I'm
Do
saying
you
I support
think-
microtransactions being like overtaking the cosmetic way the game works, but I think it's just a meme.
Do you
to be
think
aware.
at Raleigh, whatever,
Raleigh.
Really?
Do you think we'll be able to play on our own accounts, or do you think it'll be like burner accounts? Like if I show up with
Burner
every
accounts.
skin purchased in the game, will I be able to
Oh,
flex on
no.
people?
That'd be sick.
No, burner.
I hope it's linked to your controller like some weird ass Smash shit where you bring your controller, your GameCube controller to the tourney.
Okay, all right. Let's actually. I want to talk about HCS for a little bit more. What the fuck is this dog shit, man? Where Open has to play on Xboxes.
Because, dude,
and you don't get to play on a
PCs are
PC.
expensive, man.
You don't get to play on a
Microsoft wanna make
PC
more
until you
money
fucking
because
make
now
the pro bracket.
The HCS has to buy Xboxes
Dude,
for
all
the
right.
whole thing.
Are they at least the new Xboxes?
No,
or
it's
are
a
they the
Series
old?
S. So like, okay, let's say you're a mouse and keyboard guy, right? You haven't made a name in Infinite, but you're just trying to compete and trying to get on a team. You have to show up to the event and play on a fucking Xbox and
Well,
everything.
Could you bring your own mouse and keyboard?
Yeah, you can plug your own mouse and keyboard, but everything I hear about plugging a mouse and keyboard into the Xbox is it's dog shit.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I guess if you're a mouse and keyboard kid, that's
your only
part of the
choice.
program.
That's good.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, different topic, but the stray speed, Rash. Why do you want it changed? I think BHP wants to change it. Why do you guys want to change?
I want it changed so I can aim at people because I suck.
I
Okay.
didn't say that. I didn't say
I
that.
thought,
think-
BHP didn't you agree that you thought the stray speed was too
Wait,
fast,
did-
or no?
No, I said I liked it.
Oh, I like
Do
it too.
players-
Okay, fuck you, Rash.
Do you guys
Get-
have to
get
wear
better.
masks even if you're vaccinated there?
I don't know.
I'd imagine
Yeah.
so.
You have to wear them if you're like not in your seat or eating, but like if you're playing in a game, I think that would be considered in your seat, and I think you could take it off.
Well,
They
That'd
if
be
specify
they
that?
do
Is there
make
gonna
you
be
wear a
a
mask,
reason?
I'd imagine it's because like you're sharing this space with
You're
other people
also
who
probably
playing.
like screaming too.
Yeah, like they don't want to get your COVID shit over that area.
Dude,
that
that's,
other people
you're
are-
gonna have to
Why-
scream like call-outs are actually gonna be like muffled. It'll be kind of weird. Yeah.
Like,
He's
eating your
hard
food.
Sempra will be trying to call some shit out. I'll be like, Sempra, I don't know what you're saying.
What the fuck?
That's what the listeners are
Dude, I hope they do. I hope they do like listen-ins, and all you hear is like
Yeah.
muffled yelling.
It's just that.
Maybe, I mean, they could have. I don't know how big this venue is, but if they separate the desks more, would it be a problem? But I'm gonna guess it's not separated.
Oh yeah, that's my second thing too. Do you think the fact that we're playing on Xboxes, do you even think there's gonna be proper like desk space to play mouse and keyboard?
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be one of those little bitch mouse pads.
Yeah, no, you gotta go
Oh,
Korean
yeah.
style and
Yeah.
play vertically.
You're gonna have to play like on your fucking lap.
Dude, that's what they do at the Tekken tournaments. Just bring your fight stick to Halo, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Play-
I am very interested to talk to someone that goes to this tournament and tries to play mouse and keyboard because I want to know like
Money 8's office max pads.
that's what I'm saying, man. Like I feel like it's gonna be like when you work at an office job in a cubicle and you just have those like tiny little mouse pads. That's what you're gonna be playing on. Tournament
Oh, that's
between the
gonna
top
say-
4 mouse and keyboard players and the top. I mean, well, currently the top 4 gamepad players would win because the top 4 gamepad players are all fucking like
Top 4 mouse
established.
players, I can only think of 2.
Yeah, that's
so
the,
you'd have
the
to find
that's-
other 2.
that's the problem. Ask that question like 2 years from now, and then it'll be
You
relevant.
guys ever heard of Ninja? You guys know who that is?
I think if Ninja competes in Halo, he plays on controller, 100%.
At this point, he's a mouse and keyboard kid now,
at
isn't
this
he?
point, he plays mouse and
You think he plays mouse and key? I thi-
100%.
I think he picks the sticks back up for Halo.
No,
Nah,
he was
it's
a
like
stick
when he
kid
played
in the
Reach
Fortnite
when that
days.
came to PC.
He played Reach for
played
like a
on that.
day, and then he fucking pieced out.
Yeah, but he played.
was
mouse and
was
keyboard.
that MCC's peak viewership? Let's check Steam DB.
He played Infinite too. What did he play it on?
Did he? I didn't know he played
Yeah.
Infinite.
It was like an
He
hour
switched
or maybe 30
to
minutes.
controller an hour into the preview. That man has too many hours on controller to switch to fucking mouse and keyboard, man. Like for Halo
What?
specifically.
Yeah, but
yeah, he was
hasn't played
the
with
all-time
controller in forever.
he was the all-time peak in viewership.
Yeah, think how many hours that man has played Halo in his life, and I think he plays. I mean, it doesn't matter. He can play whatever he wants.
Think of how many hours he's played Halo in the last however many years. Like
probably
barely at all.
10. Except that one time he randomly posted a picture of him like off stream playing Halo 3. Like I was like, what the fuck is this?
A little nostalgic that day.
It was like late. It was like fucking 1 a.m. tweet like grinding some hardcore. Ninja, what's going on, man?
He's got a burner account called Not Ninja grinding a core. And probably not one of us played against him, but we never knew.
True. I mean, Shaz, Ninja is like a legitimately good Halo player. He
was
good.
good.
People meme on him a little bit, but like the man was good at Halo. I mean, he was an actual Halo pro, and he wasn't like a shitter either. He was a competent pro.
Actually, maybe for H4, but then again, I don't think so.
He was the best to ever do it.
He was
I think he's probably better than Mint Blitz. I'll say that much.
Oh well, is that even a fucking question?
Yeah, you know, I think I would go so far as to say Ninja is Michael Jordan. Maybe
Okay.
not the
All right.
Michael Jordan of Halo. I think he just is Michael Jordan.
Okay, just the actual person. That's interesting. I think.
He's
All
the
right. Do you
goat.
guys think he actually like tries to do anything in Infinite, or do you think he just
I
like?
don't. If I had to guess,
if
I'd say
it-
no.
If it blows up as a free to play game, absolutely. If it just
he's not, bro. He has no reason. He'll dabble in it, like he'll do it for funsies.
Yeah,
but he's not gonna be like,
that's-
all right, guys, I'm gonna get a pro team. We're gonna.
That's what
we're
I
gonna
think. I think it comes out and he tweets out like the nostalgia hits him and he tweets out that he's gonna compete. He plays like a couple online cups, maybe he goes to the first LAN, and then he realizes that he just like doesn't want to
Time or
do,
care
yeah,
for it.
doesn't
Like,
have that doesn't have that grind in him anymore.
league again.
Rash, I haven't seen this before, but I like this map so much more the way this looks.
Thank you. I am showing you guys this
I really
gameplay
like it.
because it's really good.
this map, I am just appalled by looking at this map design.
This happened to me on Bazaar, and I really liked
Look
it.
at this. Look at this.
Yeah,
man.
would you
This
like
looks
it more if
great.
it looked like this, BK?
Yes, at least then it fucking looks like they tried something.
Right?
It just made the floors mirrors.
I would prefer this map if it didn't have any textures and didn't have any structures and it just didn't exist.
It was just a blank fucking
Yeah.
slate.
I tell
Yeah.
you, BK's perfect map is just a void.
That's
It's
fair.
just called no fire.
Void with 3 lanes. Keep that in mind.
Ninja will come back if Halo has a BR, but won't come back for comp. The man doesn't even really stream like BR. He just streams whatever the fuck he wants. Like, or he was playing Apex earlier, I guess, but he was playing like Final Fantasy for a long ass time. And
Is he not set for life on money? Why do you even stream anymore?
I think
It's
he
a
just,
hobby, I
I think he just likes it, man. But I mean, unless he has made terrible decisions with his money, he is 100% set for life. But I think the man's just a gamer. Like I think he just enjoys playing video games.
You know, and I can respect. He's a gamer, fellas.
Dude, he the amount of hours, even like when Val came out and he wasn't even streaming and he was still playing the game like fucking 12 hours a day, grinding to be a competitive Valorant player.
Yeah,
Like the man
I
just plays
guess-
video games.
Whatever mindset you have to be a Halo pro, I guess something's wrong with you. So that's you just become a real gamer.
Remember that's actually a really good point, Shaz. I mean, just like the map pool could still be decent. His team never did good at Val, Fredden. I mean, I don't want to burst your bubble, but I think they like played in some cups and maybe did okay, but like they were
Are
never
guys-
relevant. What's up?
What's the
Sempra?
over under on Halo Infinite having any S tier maps?
I
They're
mean,
gonna-
I'll
they
probably have
remake-
one.
They remake
What?
Truth again.
Midget.
They remake
Okay, I am willing to bet actual gifted subs that on launch unless it's a remake, I don't think there's a single S tier map in the game.
I mean,
you can't drive
maybe.
a
Yeah,
pick, so
yeah. I don't know. Fretton, they were basically the equivalent of like an amateur team, man. They just had
but they were
salaries.
good. Did you watch them play though, Arash?
I think they never did anything in any actual tournament.
They didn't like on paper didn't do anything, but they were pretty good if you watch them.
Yeah, they were
Okay,
like they were
alright,
like
alright.
Cloud9 recently in CS:GO.
Alright.
Like, come on, you gotta give them the
I'll be
credit.
right back.
Hey, what's Cloud9 up to these days?
Roster changes like every other fucking org that didn't get to qualify.
How many? I think
no,
that-
I mean for CS:GO, are they doing okay?
they spent a shit ton of money and then dropped the entire division.
Yeah.
they pieced the fuck out. For all the crap y'all are giving Live Fire, I think it's better than any non-remake 4v4 map in Halo 3 other than maybe Guardian and Ghost Town. I might have to ban you.
What?
So you're
Bro,
saying better than any
like-
non? Hold on. Let me just think for like 2 seconds. So better than any non-remake. It's better than Narrows. It's better than the Pit.
It's not better than. Hey, everyone's.
Bad guys. Someone said how many remakes, which is remakes, you think will be released? Probably just like a bunch over its.
I
time,
think
right?
I forgot if I answered that one, but for sure
Well,
over
isn't
time.
that exactly what Modern Warfare did?
Yeah, they
launched
just
with.
they just remade a
they
bunch
would-
of fucking old maps.
Yeah, but there was like one or two per, so you would always please some guy that would be like, "Oh, they're bringing
Yeah.
back the map," and then they would always appease the other guys. They're like, "Oh, I want new maps."
Crying out
they
loud.
should.
Oh, friend. Okay, yeah. So I'm not a huge Construct person, but I'll take Construct over Livefire any day of the week. At least it tried something.
Dude, maybe you should construct a better idea of map picks. 343.
Well, they said they're gonna add more partnered teams over time.
You
They
know what?
said
I would take.
some jargon about how they wanted to scale up.
I would take Halo Reach a Jenga map over Livefire in competitive ranked team.
All right,
slate.
hold on. If we put Livefire into Reach, where does it fit in the map pool? Because Reach is pretty weak.
Full blown
give it
dog
an A.
water.
Yeah, is this an A in Reach? It might be an A in Reach.
If you don't count Forge maps in Reach,
That's obviously.
we're talking vanilla Reach maps. This is an A.
Hey, you know what? I would enjoy Heretic versus this map.
Heretic is a really good map.
Heretic's a fantastic map. You don't know. You fucking wanted us to take you to a Halo tournament, and you despise like the best competitive Halo map.
Oh yeah, no, I mean okay, I'll give you this. They are balanced. I just myself, if I'm trying to be casual with the game, not a fan of it.
That's
Maybe
not.
for a comp
That's
scene.
not what fucking midship is for. It's a comp map.
Yeah, well, no, it's not like they
Also,
designed that map for comp only.
Casual, bro. You didn't play enough HU Social back in the day. Fucking midship was fun as fuck.
I feel like KC Pioneers doesn't get added as a partner team unless they start adding like smaller orgs. I know they've like had a H5 team and they've been like supporting for a while, but I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that just like a really small org?
You're wrong.
Am I?
I don't know.
BK, what's your favorite map in Halo? All time.
It might be the Pit for competitive or just like
you complain
general.
about fucking midship and your
No.
favorite map's the Pit?
well, no, yeah, it's I do like midship as
You know,
as
if
a
you ask-
comp
if you ask
thing.
a
Are we
handful-
saying comp or just? I'm
No,
trying to
he's just
play a
asking
Halo
like
map
your
for
favorite
fun?
Halo map of all time.
Sand Trap, maybe.
All right, Sandtrap's good. I like Sandtrap. All right, someone ban No Limit. Fucking A.
All right.
Time him out. Time him out.
Oh my god.
There's a difference between you guys think. Well, I guess you guys really just like playing Halo competitively, but I think there's two totally different sides of playing Halo. Is just kicking back and then playing it competitively.
I mean, I'm okay with your answer of Sandtrap. Sandtrap's a good map. That's fine.
Well, yeah,
We'll
but I
accept it,
mean,
we'll
but I
accept
can, but I would say the Pit, the best competitive map.
Yeah, BK.
Definitely not.
That just hurts, man.
Definitely
Oh
not.
yeah.
The Pit is
I
like
mean,
a pretty average comp map, and it was only good for comp for like CTF.
yeah. Well,
And people hate it for Slayer.
well, I view comp as CTF. I feel like that's peak comp.
Yeah.
Peak comp
Not
is
not
actually
fucking.
King Regicide from Halo 4. If you ever played that, it's the most waste thing ever. Just kidding.
Blackout, Narrows, and Zanzibar are your favorite? Not a big Blackout fan, to be honest with you, Notorious. I think it like kind of did lock out poorly.
Thanks
Thanks for following
so
Nomad.
familiar.
Zanzibar. It's the map with the big fucking wheel in the middle, PK.
Oh yeah. Well, what's that called in H2?
It's
Literally
called
Zanzibar.
Zanzibar.
Oh, is it just
in
Zanzibar
in
Bolt? Is it not
H3 it's
renamed?
called Last Resort.
Oh, last. Okay, all right. Yeah.
Yeah, Zanzibar is a remake of Last Resort. from Halo 3.
they actually put a map out for Halo 2 after Halo 3 came out. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna go back in the past and remake it.
I still am not a fan of Halo map names. I will stand by that they're all very bland.
Dude,
Really?
I disagree. I think
Bland.
especially
When
like the
unique compared to
original
other games.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
original trilogy did a fantastic job of like having map names.
Yeah, what were like
It has, like,
Halo, COD
why
4
did-
names? You had like Ambush, Shipment,
Yeah.
Wet
Wreck.
Work.
No, not Wreck. Yeah.
Overgrown.
Crash.
Overgrown.
BE has
Crash.
good.
Terminal.
Yeah, they're all terminal.
That's
they're
Modern
all
Warfare
very
2, but
they're all very literal names that my monkey brain can wrap my head around. So I prefer that.
You
I don't know what
saying
the hell
Halo's
that
Like,
Bland.
okay,
Bland.
what is a Zanzibar? Okay, do you
I
guys
don't
even
fucking know. I don't even know if it's a real word.
You don't know what a Zanzibar is, bro?
know? Okay, but if you name that map Big Fucking Wheel in the middle, everyone loves that map now. It becomes the
I don't
best
think
map
people
ever
had
made.
had an issue with it before, if we're being honest. Hold on, let me look up if the word Zanzibar. I don't think it does.
It does, bro. It's a region in the world.
Okay. Oh, you're right. It's one of the Indian Ocean islands. It is situated off the Swahili coast.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
they-
unique.
Do you
Why,
think-
why would you pick a generic name like Poo Poo Butt?
Do you think
Like,
they opened a map and they're just like, that name sounds cool, and they just named it that? None of these Wikipedia pictures show any big Ferris wheels.
You realize that Zanzibar's not a real place. Maybe on Sankili, but that's not real, bro. Not a real
Mm.
place. Oh, he's saying Africa. Okay, Africa doesn't exist either, Pat.
You need to calm
Africa's
down.
economy.
Jesus Christ. The capital is Zanzibar City. This is pretty cool, guys. Is this a
Okay,
country? Oh, it's part
you
of the
know why the
autonomous
pit-
region of Tanzania.
You guys know why the pit's a good map? Because it's literal. It's pit.
It's not even a pit. That name doesn't even really make sense by this logic.
No, because
It doesn't make sense.
no, on the sides it's raised up, and then in the middle it has like a little dip.
I'll
No.
say that it's got its pits, but it's not as pity as it should be pitting. Like,
Okay, it's all right. It's not as pity. I agree.
like if you're
It's
gonna name a map the pit, I expect to walk in there like
maybe
oh,
name it
pit.
name it like crevice or
deeps, some pits. It's plural. The
in-
pits.
The
Instead of-
pits.
Rename the map to the pits.
I
What's
like
you
that
guys'
idea.
midship rename though? What's your Call of Duty midship
We have
rename?
They already
Heretic.
renamed it. Heretic, the Truth.
Well,
Um,
okay, but heretic isn't literal. That we got to think COD 4 here.
Named after
Purple.
the heretic.
Let's call it purple.
Purple circle.
The purple circle.
Circle.
Like, okay, Overgrown is literally just a very green map. I mean, it's peak map naming.
That yeah, just peak.
Sand trap, full of sand.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for these great.
You know what? Then what should we rename isolation? Because I don't feel so isolated. on that map.
That's
Every time
just
I play
that's
that
just
map, I
like
feel it should be
flood
called
dog shit.
It should be called claustrophobia.
Oh, fair
It's
enough.
called xyrophobia or something like that.
Oh, you
the
can
fuck?
name it like the
Yeah,
wall.
it's a
So you can have the pit
there's
and-
there's a CE
Oh, no.
map called that.
That's the pit. All right, that's the pit. Is isolation.
They just
Snowbound
retroactively swap the names.
Snowmap should be called token 4v4 snow map, and then what the fuck's the BTB one?
Valhalla, you rename that into Canyon easily.
No,
Easy,
BTB one.
easy. Battle Canyon if you want to be spicy.
Blood Gulch, it could just be Gulch.
Yeah, because Infinite doesn't have blood anymore.
All right, I think the
Wait a
stream is
minute.
derailing at this point. I think it's time to end it.
They remake Blood Gulch and Infinite. They
Alright.
just have to call it the because there's no.
Avalanche, just make it snow.
Oh,
It-
Avalanche. Yeah,
Pat,
call that token.
At one point during the stream, we did talk about things.
It just showed up
it-
very late at bedtime.
Yeah, that you should have been on time, but no. All right, thanks everyone for watching. I'll be back at some point, probably Thursday. If you want to catch everyone who joined us today, Sempra makes YouTube videos. You can look him up. Pop Q2 has renamed himself to Pop Q2, so he also makes videos. BK doesn't do anything anymore except make my thumbnails and work every day of the week, obviously.
Yeah.
And then Sumo, who left, also makes videos, so you guys can look them all up.
Also, I started an OnlyFans to pay for stuff. So if you want to,
All right,
make sure
you guys sub to that. He's got some really good content on there. I checked it out earlier.
Yeah.
Apex?
You want to play Apex right now?
What?
What? I'm confused.
I was asking for feet pics.
Oh, feet pics.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you everyone for watching. I'll be back Thursday with something. I don't know what it's gonna be. Maybe just the Depression collection.
Yes.
We're buying Xboxes.
I can go get Luke's.
Battlefield, bro.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. Actually, it probably will be Battlefield, guys.
Oh, true. But I don't.
Do you need to send me if you want the fucking Back for Blood key? You need to fill out the paper and send it.
Oh
to me.
yeah,
Okay.
I was every time I read things on my phone, I'm like, yeah, I'll do that, and then